welcome to the Hawks Nest live stream show. My name is Brandon Kane, and I appreciate you forever tuning on in here on game day. We only got a mere 17 of these, and you're choosing to come on in here to my house here and check it out with me and chop it up with me and discuss this game. I love the fact you guys do that. So thank you to everybody who is already in here in the house and will be today for hopping on in this nest. As you have throughout the season, we've had just an unbelievable year. We got ourselves a great little matchup on deck here, or a matchup that wouldn't look so hard at first blush, with a Rams team that only has 3 wins, that even out of the words of the mouth of their own content creator I talked to this week said, yeah, indeed, we are in a rebuild season. And yet, this is a team that has given Coach Carroll and our Seattle Seahawks absolute fits. They have, just since McVay's arrived, had an answer for the Hawks at seemingly every turn. It's not that Carroll has not been able to win his share, 5-9 in these matchups. It's just that there's a huge point differential difference here, and you're able to kind of barely get out of them, and they're able oftentimes to lap you. It's a matchup problem, maybe a coaching problem, where it's just McVay's just got some kind of intricate little answer for Coach Carroll and how he does things. It's also reflected in what you see from Vegas, is they've got this game down to about a point game, basically a pick-em game as far as it stands, in the way that they outlook it and their confidence in this, and this despite a team in Seattle coming in at 6-3. So this is not going to be your typical type of matchup. I'm expecting a dogfight today. I'm going to be very interested to see what kind of adjustments the Seattle Seahawks look to make off of that first matchup. It was one where, you got embarrassed, and it would seem, listening to the players and the coaching staff, that maybe they weren't as ready to go, fully ready to go, as they needed to be to match the Rams' energy at home in the opening week of the season. But now, how are you going to adjust? The Rams didn't do a lot of different things in that first matchup, especially offensively. They hammered the middle of your defense with short passes, and Stafford played a really good game and was very accurate and showed off that arm strength. Where's the answer going to be today? Are you going to allow for them to flourish in the inside of the field, being that you will allow them because it's not them going deep? Or do you try to press down on some of those routes and see if you can, maybe tighten things up here a little bit? A surprise inactive on the inactives this week. We have Kenny McIntosh remaining still not yet active and ready to go. Jamal Adams shows up on the inactive list today. So kind of odd there, is, I guess, perhaps maybe just middle of the season giving him a rest on that leg, but that is what they are indeed going to do. McClendon Curtis, Raekwon O'Neal, Derek Young, and Miles Adams. No other surprises there as far as the inactives go. Pretty much what we probably expected. So we'll have then Julian Love at strong safety. Love did not play great at strong safety through the course of when Jamal wasn't out there, but we didn't have Witherspoon out there either in that first matchup, so maybe that can make a bit of a difference in this game too. Let me see how you guys are doing here, check in with my peoples, and then we'll get this kicked off in about 10 minutes or so. Free Truth says, there we go, on my laptop now. What's up, Free Truth? Megan Gock Roger, hello. How you doing, Megan? Nicholas Newton, what's up? Hope you're well. Abel says, go Hawks. 206, stand up. Stand up, 206. Lord Boom, let's go Hawks. Let's go. Hey, Karen says, have fun out there, Brian Myers. Go Hawks. Brian Myers, let's go. Brian, he's at SoFi. He says, reporting from SoFi. I'll be in and out during the game. See you guys later. Let him have it today, Brian. Let him have it. Mark Abercorn, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Mike Skinner, undefeated, the new LA Stadium. Let's keep it going, Hawks. Let's keep it going. Let's not lose in there. And it'll be beautiful to see, hopefully, if our 12 faithfuls are in the house overtaking the stadium, as Brian Myers is already beginning to do. Spokane Cole, game day. Game day, y'all. Let's get the first game of the season revenge. We need the revenge here. This is beyond even, I think, the Baltimore game last week. This is the most embarrassing game we had of the season. This was the one to me that's, of all the ones, you've only had 3 losses, but of the 3 losses you've had, this has been the one that stung to me the most, because it's the hardest to kind of explain away. Dio says, I hope we can draft another safety. Jamal being injured through over half a season is not worth keeping. Yeah, I think it's going to be a very tough decision for the Hawks at the end of the year when it comes down to making some choices on players. And Jamal is one of those players that is got to be considered because of the amount of money he is making and, what you have paid him to the position here. So it is a part of the process when you're earning that amount of money that as a player, they probably don't like, where, why do I got to get critiqued like this coming off a major injury? What would you expect, But the bottom line is you're taking up a tremendous amount of the cap. And that's, as we go into next year, looking to fully ascend into that contention mode. Hard to be there if you're weighted down in your cap by some anchors that aren't necessarily giving you the bang for buck performance to make it happen. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. How you doing, Daniel? Megan says, rainy day here, B. Has me missing Seattle badly. We're matching that rain. It's just kind of cold. We've had a little bit of rain here, but it's just kind of a cold, overcast, typical Pacific Northwest day here. Cheryl, how you doing? William says Rams are favored to win by Vegas. I think Vegas is kind of acknowledging the thing I've talked about with this, just being that there's something here with McVay having Coach Carroll's number and understanding a bit in what Coach Carroll does. And I think it's just becomes a bit self-evident when you're at 5-9 and when it seems like he's had a 2-to-1 ratio, the better of you in these matchups going back since 2017. You've got the playoff game. He beats you on the road with a Jared Goff having a pin in his finger. I think that they're right to kind of acknowledge that. If I was setting the bets on this, I would say on paper the talent's much more to Seattle. They should absolutely obliterate this team. But sometimes paper doesn't fit to what we get on the screen, and I think that's very much what we might be looking at today. I think we're going to win still, don't get me wrong, but I had it down to a 3-point game myself. Hans, hello all. Good night to get the matchup turned around. Go Hawks. Let's get it turned around, Hans. Big game here. You can set the stage for the rest of the season right here and now to go out there and in that 4-game stretch that's set up ahead of us, to go out there and really make some noise, to thrust yourself into contending status. Michael Carasino, what's up, 12s? What's up, B? Hey, how you doing, man? Good to see you in the house. And I totally forgot to get this thing done. I got to get a little housekeeping done here. Hope you're doing well, Michael. I need to get this link. Everything doesn't go wonky here on this. Get the link. Okay. We will be doing a post game on the Bleacher Report again today, folks. So just wanted to get this down in the thing because I want to have that ready for later. There we go. Got the link down in the description section here for later on today after the game. Lori Go Hawks says, Go Hawks. Go Hawks, Lori. Hope you're doing well out there. Holy Hand Grenade. Hello, man. It's great to see you. Roland, what's up, man? How you doing, Mr. Connor? Well, today will be the easiest of the next 5 weeks. It will be the easiest day. But it's saying something of how tough a games you got coming, that this is going to be the easiest one, isn't it? Robs, how you doing? Says this is important since we're going to 4 games gauntlet. You guys are seeing it the way I'm seeing it. This is I don't go as far as to say it's a must-win game quite at this spot, but I would say that this is a highly important game. Jeffrey says, what's up, B? What's up, Jeffrey? How you doing, man? Hank, Aaron, smash Hawk Aaron. Smash that like button, folks. Go Hawks. Thank you for reminding me that. Hi, Hank, Hawk. You got me thrown off there with that. No, I want to go Hank, man. Thanks you for reminding me that. Please do hit that like button today if you like what you're listening to, folks. It does help out the channel, helps us grow. We're trying to get to 15,000 subscribers. So if you're not subbed up to, please join Mr. or Mrs. Wine Storage and join up on here to the Hawks Nest if you could. I would be very appreciative. Space, how you doing? Says, hey, Hawks Nest, looks like you're going to beat me today. I'm starting to come on strong in the fantasy space. And I've got our commissioner threw me a mercy trade. He threw me a Kyler Murray trade to get me a quarterback, and it looks like I might be able to kind of lock some things in now, maybe a bit. But yeah, I'm starting to emerge, man. Just like our Hawks. Took me a little time to get my footing here in fantasy, but once I'm Once I'm back to right, look out. Once I got it all together, look out. Steven says, go Hawks, Mr. Gookin. Rolling it is too bad about Joe Burrow. Brutal year for him, and that's a tough injury, man. That you wonder even how that happens there on them, if it's a repetition injury or what. Michael Crowhorse, how you doing? Says, Brandon, let's get a solid win. Let's get it. Let's get it today. How about it, huh? That make me very happy as well. Manuel, how you doing? Says, go Hawks from Germany. Oh, welcome in. Yeah, welcome in for Germany. Hope everything's going great out there, man, and go Hawks. Megan with a $5 donation starting us off wonderfully here. Thank you for that, Megan. A rainy day here, B, has me missing Seattle badly. Not as nervous as I was in week 1, but I am wary. That's a great way of putting it, Megan. I think that I find myself in a very same place. I wasn't nervous in week 1, but I wasn't weary in week 1 either. And I do find myself, we find ourselves, I think, in the same spot on that of indeed feeling a little bit wary on this one, going, okay, okay, how's this going to go? So hopefully they can hold this up here and make it stand. But thank you for the dono. And yeah, you'd be right at home here today then. It's got a little, at least in the west, probably the west side, it's a little bit less kind of icy. But yeah, you'd be right at home today here, Megan. Dom, good day. Good day to you too. Herbicide, hello. Rainy and kind of cold out here. Yeah, ours has got a little bit of a crispiness to it. It's like it's the rain going to iciness just a bit. Dom H has been celebrating 17 months as a Hawks Nest member. Thank you for that long time, almost 2-year support, Dom. Only a few days to go until I get to see the Hawks. Ooh, let's go. What a game on Thanksgiving to go check out. That is going to be a hell of a game to go see this year. Maybe the game of the year this year for us. Dare I say. SK says, very Seattle weather in Salt Lake today. Everyone's getting a taste of the Pacific Northwest today. Is that a good omen? If they're getting it in Australia, if they're getting it in Salt Lake, I got to check in with our guy out in Germany there. Manuel, we got overcast out there? Can we confirm that we have a global-wide Pacific Northwest weather event? Russell Marqueux, I'm nervous, guy. We're all a little bit on edge here today. Understandable. I know that's where we're all going to be at. We're going to have to kind of hold on today. Jamal Messi, who's all out. So we do have Abraham Lucas out. Jamal Adams is going to be out of this game. Your other inactives, Kenny McIntosh, McLennan Curtis, Raekwon O'Neal, Derek Young, Miles Adams. You'll get the continued rotation of tackles between Stone Forsythe and Jason Peters. But other than that, I don't believe that there's any other notable injuries. Rigo Ramirez says Seattle Seahawks win today. I love it, Rigo. I will call you Rigo the Predictor. Evan, yeah, I'm not sure I can bring myself to watch this game. Understandable. Ski Nation's not with us on this. He's not worried in the least. He says 42-10 all day, easy. All day, every day. Riverside, dare I say, must win. It's close to that for me. I can't quite get there, but it's as close as you can get to being a must win without being a must win. Hans' biggest fan base around the world, not just the Northwest. Go Hawks. Oh no, we're worldwide, Hans. No doubt about it. We are worldwide, we 12s. We are everywhere you will look. On every island, on every continent, under every bush, you will find a 12. Rand says it snowed here. Will be melted by, though. See, still Pacific Northwest-like weather. Just how it does it out there in the West. Any snow is going to be quickly melted. Don Power Ranger says, the Hawks Nest, hello, Brandon all. Hope everyone's well. On to his first anniversary of the passing of Power Ranger alum Dr. Timothy Oliver himself, Jason David Frank. Well, R.I.P. to Jason David Frank. Don, it's good to see you in the house, man. Flying Blind says, rainy day here in Arkansas, especially after how the let me read this right, Flying. Rainy day here in Arkansas, especially after how the Razorback season went. I added the went. I think you had a went on there. So it is Pacific Northwest everywhere. I mean, we're even down in the South like that. Ooh, we got a good omen here, maybe. Roland Connor, how are we going to win the next 5 games? Offense and defense are going to play well at the very same time for the first time all year, and they're just going to get into a zone-like state. That's how it'll happen. That's a firm prediction on that one. Sanchez with a $2 donation says, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. But start lock. Oh, I put it in there. I put it in there for Sanchez. Look at Mike says, just bet on my Hawks to win and Sharps to get over 24 yards rushing. Easy money. Ooh, I like that bet, Mike. I like that bet. I gotta get mine. I didn't get mine laid down today. I've had an issue again, so I didn't even get my picks in yet today. All right, so we do have the opening kickoff here for your Hawks, and they are going to probably, I guess, defer here, send it to the end zone, where the Rams will take over. Big Daddy Cole, how did the Bears choke that game? I don't know. They definitely seem to get a little tight as things got, and that happens. You're on the road and you start to get a bleed. Naturally, you get a little tight. You could feel them get a little tight. The play calling get a little weird. It's a bit odd. All right, we got 1st and 10, 3 wide receiver set here for the Rams, all to the far side of the field. Stafford's going to check the play right from the jump. Puka goes in motion. The give is up the middle here. And I'll go for just a 2-yard gain. Trey Brown, nice job rallying up in coverage in the cornerback position to help out there. Ski Nation, thank you for the $2 donation. It says, raining in Phoenix area B, first time all winter. Look at this, folks. We're in Arizona, Arkansas, Australia, probably I'm going to say Germany. It's Pacific Northwest everywhere. And meanwhile, it looks like sunshiny skies down here in LA. But that's good enough. I'm going to take that as an omen here, Ski. I'm going to take that as a firm omen. 2nd down and 8, Stafford back in shotgun. Again, 3 wide. Seahawks showing a 2 safety high look on the other side of things. 4-man pressure blitz. Ooh, we got a little pressure coming through. And who's that? Devin Witherspoon. Devin coming on a little much have been on kind of a delayed blitz, or they dropped a zone blitz because I was only counting 4 guys coming off there. 4? Nope, they brought that is only the 1, 2, 3, 4. Devin blitzing off the edge. Didn't have him in the first game. 3rd and 13. Quick snap here by Stafford. He's under duress again. He's going to check this down out into the flat. And good job by Witherspoon again coming up on 3rd down. Woolen let the tackle get out of his grip. Witherspoon picks his teammate up, getting him tackled before he can get to the 1st down marker by about 4 or 5 yards. Boye Mafe creating some early pressure, and then Jaron Reed creating some secondary pressure there, hitting Stafford as he throws. But a nice job defensively to set the tone here for your Seattle Seahawks there on that first drive. And how about Devon Witherspoon? Another sack. I'm working on a video right now on the channel. I'm hoping to get out maybe by even Monday. But kid is just playing lights out football. Fair catch here for DJ Dallas on a tremendous punt that will whistle all the way back to the 12-yard line. My goodness, that thing was a moonshot. Geno Smith and company will take over out there at that point. Megan Roger, thank you for the $20 donation. B, just released the Turkey game. Starts at midday here, so I know you'll have a Bleacher Report show to do after that. I'll be drinking spiced rum and coffee cracking from Seattle. You in or out? Well, thank you for the $20 donation. We got to talk on this a bit, Megan. So I signed up for, without inadvertently doing a show in the morning time on the Bleacher Report the next day after the Thanksgiving game. We got a pistol look here for Geno. He's going to hand this off to Kenneth Walker. Walker will smoothly glide through the middle of the defense there for a gain of about 5 or 6 yards. Under center look there with Geno on 1st down. Lockett is out and playing for the Hawks. I know that we'll worry with him on maybe an injury thing going on with him, but he is out and playing. No surprise starters. 2nd down and 4. Blitz coming from the Rams. Geno goes to hit the flat route with Kenneth Walker, but the Rams pick it up well over on the other side. So, Megan, thank you for the $20 donation. I'm definitely in, but we do have an option of pushing it just to the next week after if you want, to where I know I won't have a show the next morning, so we can go really late and hard. Because if I got a show at like butt crack of dawn morning, it's going to be hard to go too tough on Thanksgiving, especially with the late game. You know, we're not going to be done till, 9 o'clock or something, I'm sure. Geno dropped back to throw here on third down. Looking. Comes back to Lockett there and completes it. Nice job by Geno. There will be a flag after the play. I think that the officials didn't like the way the cornerback slung Lockett to the ground after the catch. Good job by Geno there of going through his reads. Trusting his pass protection. And the officials are going to call Kendrick, the corner there, for a personal foul penalty. And I didn't think it looked like he did anything too egregious. Oh, yeah. He's just not strong enough to take Lockett and make it look epic. And so he's trying to make it look epic with his, I'm going to pick you up and throw you down, but he just kind of barely sort of slings him around. But the officials saw the intent, which I've seen that called for years when players do that. 1st and 10 now. Geno back under center. Seahawks going with an I formation with the tight end in the backfield. And they're going to run it to Walker. Walker dancing and nowhere to really go. Good job by the Rams defensive. Corralling Walker there. High formation look. Fullback going right into the hole. Don't see that much. They'll give Walker a short one there. Seahawks with a 3-man backfield. Parkinson, Bobo to his right, Geno to his right. And then you got the running back to Geno's right. An interesting looking setup. Bobo moving around in motion. Geno is going to throw a little screen route here to Bobo. Bobo fighting hard, getting up the field on the screen. Nicely done. Very creative play there by Shane Waldron. He had Bobo almost like a planet being orbited by a moon, just sort of spinning around Geno in the pocket there prior to the snap, and then leaks out over there into the kind of flat there. Not even the flat, just off to the side there for a nice little setup shock screen. Well run there. 3rd down and 1. Charbonnet in the backfield. Geno in shotgun. The give is going to be to Charbonnet. Charbonnet is going to get up the field. Don't have to get, there we go. That'll do. 1st down. Does not have to be fancy. You got a bell cow guy here. You got a bull in the backfield in Charbonnet. You need a yard. Trust your big dogs to go get it. 1st down. 9:30 to go here in the first quarter. Seahawks approaching the midfield stripe. 3 passes, 3 runs to begin things here. Charbonnet and Walker both in the backfield now. To Geno's right out of shotgun. The give is going to be to Walker. Walker, a nice good burst of speed there through the hole, and he'll get himself another 6, maybe even a 7-yardish gain there. Let's go. Well, I guess they're only giving 5 yards, man. Look like you get at least good 6 there. You'll still take it on 1st down, though. Second down and 5. Geno and pistol. Jackson going in motion here prior to the snap. Geno throwing it up over the top. He's got Jackson Smith and Jigba on the sideline deep, and that's a catch. Great throw by Geno, laying it right in on the spot with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And Jigba doing a good job of keeping his feet in bounds there, going down the sideline like a tightrope walker. Not a lot of space to be had. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I don't think he got it. We better get the snap off on this one. I think his foot got out. I think the right foot got out. I think the Rams will probably challenge this one pretty quickly. Yeah. No shocker there. It does look like he does great job getting the feet down, just couldn't quite get the back foot picks up right as the catch comes in, and I think that'll cause it to be overturned. So yeah, Megan, thank you for the $20 donation. I'm definitely still totally down to drink. I am, but I think we would maybe be better served to try to push till Thursday. The Cowboys game the next week after that, because then I can go hard, because I can't be hung over on the Bleacher Report at 10 in the morning the next day. I'll be a mess, especially after a long day of streaming like we're going to be doing. But I'll let you guys make the call on that. We can figure it out this stream. Thank you, though, for the $20 dono. See, Lord of Bravos, how you doing? Says, I'm a bit nervous about this one, but then again, I'm the same before most games. I'm usually that way too, but I think, see, Lord, you're capturing a little bit of where we're all at a little bit with this game, and that there's a nervousness and a worry here of where this thing, this Rams team, where we're at this season, knowing the 4 games that's on deck, you definitely getting a little bit of a toe tap, worry going on a little bit, just a little bit. I think we all got it. Big Daddy Clip, the broadcast for the game isn't working for me. I'm sorry, Big Daddy. I'll try to provide you some scintillating play-by-play as I can. Hopefully you'll be able to get it back. Roland says the AFC North's the most brutal schedule. Wise from Cincinnati. They do have probably the most brutal division to go through. Yeah, there's some tough teams out there. Gelton, I was going to say, in Virginia, we're having very similar weather to Santa Clara. There's some smattering of sun, Keldon, and all the Pacific Northwest weather throughout the nation and world right now. You guys having a problem getting the games in? I'm sorry to hear that. Mega, thank you for the $2 donations. It's up to you, but I won't drink unless you are. Well, I think we should try to push for my thinking on it, Megan, is to push for the next Thursday, because then I can go into the night kind of thing. Whereas if it's on the deal, I'll have to it'll be lame. Just as the party gets going, we'll have to turn out the lights. That ain't fun. You know what I mean? Sanchez, thank you for the $2 donation. Says 72 and sunny in Atlanta. Lock weather. Thank you for the dono, Sanchez. And Megan, thank you for your donations as well. Yeah, I think we should do that, Megan, if we can. I mean, then I will definitely be for sure that Thursday. But they wanted me to do a post-game thing on the Bleacher Report for the day after. So I'm just sitting there thinking, I'm like, how's that going to work? I'm going to get up and just be like, yeah, it was a tough game. What are we talking about? Who's there? What do we, huh? All right, I don't know. Did he catch his folks? 3rd and 5. They did indeed overturn the call there. Understandable. Still a very nice throw and nearly got the feet into Jackson. This will bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Hawks. They're on the 39-yard line of the Rams. Rams got a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage here prior to the snap. Yeah, they're bringing the blitz, they look like. Gino dropping back to throw. Comes back over the middle, finds Jackson Smith and Jigba for a nice, tough catch, contested catch there. First down. Wasn't a lot of separation there, but Gino put the spot right where he needed to, and Jackson, good sticky hands on the play, makes the catch. Donald hits Gino after the throw. 1st and 10. Nice drive here for the Hawks to begin things. Gino back under center here. 2-man running backfield. The give is going to be to Walker. Walker dancing through the hole. Slides down for a gain of about 6 or 7 there. Comes up a little bit. Hopefully he's okay. Like he lost his footing there. And hopefully his foot didn't roll. He is going to the sideline for a second to try to walk this off and gather himself. Charbonnet in the backfield now, 2nd and 4. 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Gino in pistol formation. 5-man front here. Look for the Rams. Gino play action pass. Gino throws it out to DK Metcalf. Metcalf down there. Nice catch. First down. An eloquently executed drive here by your Seattle Seahawks to begin things. 6 minutes and 49 seconds in the first quarter clock. Walker is going into the blue tent, it looks like. Gino back in shotgun. Play action pass. Geno hits it to Locke out in the flat. Nicely constructed play there. Good, easy completion for Geno Smith on a quick rollout play there. First down. Play action to Charbonnet. Held the defenders just a little bit there. First and goal. Geno on pistol. Rams looking to bring a 5-man blitz here. Give his into Charbonnet. A little bit of hesitation at the line. Picks his feet back up and gets a gain of about 2 or 3 yards there. Jungle Jams, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. I appreciate you for doing that. Welcome aboard the Hawks Nest as a member. We do Monday morning PFF scores and Thursday streams. Just keep an eye on your community post if you're a member of the channel, as that's where I do post those membership benefits over to that side of things. But thank you, Jungle Jams. Welcome aboard, Hawks Nest. All right, second to go. Trips to the far side of the field for Geno and shotgun. Dropping back to throw. He's going to whip this in here quickly to DK Metcalf, who's going to get a touchdown. Seahawks. Let's go. Woo. Let's go. What a beautiful drive. What a beautiful drive. A slant route into DK Metcalf here. Geno throws it low and inside. Look at the ball placement by Geno there. Putting that ball low and back. That might look like he's throwing that, not the right spot to DK Metcalf, that he's, supposed to put that out in front of him. But if he puts it out in front of him, he sets him up for the death shot from the defender coming in, being the safety who's closing there over the top. He puts it just a little bit back to that back shoulder point. It's just a very subtle little bit of difference in where you put the ball placement there, which now removes the defender from being able to come up and really lay that real hard shot in there. And DK can still make the play on the ball. And as we saw there, just kind of fold on into the end zone there after the catch. So a touchdown. The extra point is going to be up and good by Myers. 7-0 on a just sensationally beautiful drive by the Hawks with the mix of run and pass, the control of the clock, executing on third down, and even executing within the red zone, which has been a big-time struggle for him this year. So wonderful drive all the way around. Geno Smith looking great, peppering the ball across the board. Let's go. Megan with a $5 donation. Thank you, Megan, for that dono. Says, Cowboys game works, I guess. Throwback game in New Jersey along with crack and rum. Okay, I guess. But I will expect some Zorn to tie me over. I am thinking about the Zorn video, so I will get to work on that. It is going to be something I'm going to try to softly, without being a hard confirm on this, Megan. I'm going to try to see if I can knock out a Zorn vid this off season as we head into it. So I got to get some stuff initially collected to get something put together and the angle and all that. But I am thinking about it. I promise you, it's in my mind on that of exactly the angle I'm going to take on that one. I promise you. Thank you for the dono. Well, let's lock it in. So, folks, we're going to push the drinking stream just to the Friday, or to the Cowboys game the next Thursday, on Thursday night. I know that for some of you got to work on Friday, which might be tough, but take the day off. Come on, that's going to be a hot game late. Celebrate. You've worked hard enough. Okay, long winter's coming. You need to relax a little bit. But we're going to kick it over, I think, to that one, because I've got to get the next morning off the Thursday night game this week and do a thing on the Bleacher Report. So, Ski Nation with a $2 donation says 42-10. Easy clap is what Ski Nation says. Easy, as the kids would say. Easy clap. Herbicide Kenny McIntosh not playing today. He is inactive. So DJ Dallas is running back 2 at this point. What a nice little touchdown there. There now. Nice touchdown. That's just what the doctor ordered that drive to start things off. Especially on the heels of the Hawks defense getting a 3 and out. Gene Diaz calling for Drew Lock. I made a mistake. Hey, there's a lot of people calling for him. You ain't the only one there, Gene. You ain't the only one. Mike, I've really liked what I'm seeing from Waldron in that first drive. Some of the play action passes, the use of the running game within what you're doing structurally in the passing game, marrying the two together, the little rollout with Gino to the side, finding him some quick and easy throws at times on that drive to allow him to get in a bit of a rhythm. 14 plays, 88 yards, taking up 7 minutes and 46 seconds off the clock. That is, that'll do. That'll definitely do. And you got the 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field on that touchdown, so it did make it harder for that safety to lean to DK's side. You can see, boy, that's a great design play by Waldron. By getting the 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field, you can see the safety take a full step right towards those 3 receivers rather than left towards where DK Metcalf was going with his route. That is absolutely wonderful. 1st and 10 here. Seahawks showing a heavy man front here. They're bringing a lot of guys around the line of scrimmage here. I think we got a false start. Jaron Reed knocked over the center, and he's pointing at them, saying it's them. Jungle Jams, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, hello, Hawks fan from Lake Stevens. Happy to be here. Well, we are overjoyed to have you here, Jungle Jams. Thank you again for being into it as well, a member of the channel. Appreciate that support. Coming right on in with that fine support as you do. We'll be doing this every week, and we expanding all the time, and it's great to have the new faces, new people in the house in that way. So I hope everything's going great out there in Lake Stevens. I hear it's filling up like mad. 1st and 5. I guess they're going to call that on the Hawks. Matt's dropping back to throw, and he wants to let this loose deep. And, oh, man, Julian Love's going to get hit for a pass interference here deep down the field. That's going to flip the whole field position game on that one. I don't know if he even needed to interfere with him there. Yeah, I don't think that the ball was even in a catchable place, but they're not going to wipe that off. Big penalty, though. That's like a freaking 50-yard, 45-yard penalty there. 42-yard penalty there on that throw. Holy mackerel. First and 10. Rams all the way up to the 25-yard line of the Seahawks after that penalty. Seahawks bringing a blitz again. Stafford has the ball knocked down on the blitz. Look at that, the benefits of blitzing. That was Jaron Reed getting his hands up. Reed being smart here, knowing that Stafford's going to read that blitz and want to get the ball out of his hand quick. Get the hands up. That's a way to counter that hot route read that you're going to try to make as a quarterback with the defensive lineman. Reed's playing really good to start this game off. 2nd down and 10. Stafford back in shotgun here. Again, 3 wide. 4 wide. Seahawks show blitz, drop out of it. Boy, Cooper Kupp, so hard to deal with there. You saw that route with Julian Love. Love seems like he's right on top of it, and then just... We got a flag on the play here. Hold on. Offensive pass interference by the Rams. Who do they call that on Kupp? I don't know. Yeah, see, Lord, I think we got lucky on that one. That's getting into the defender there on the way that he runs that route. He's not, I don't think he's doing any push or anything. He's just going in to set up the outside. Well, the officials gifted us one there. No doubt about that. That's definitely, here you go, Seattle. That's a 30-yard difference of penalty almost, with him having nearly a first down after that catch. 2nd down and 20. Seahawks jump off sides here again. It's going to be a free play, and almost completed to Cooper Kupp down the sideline there. He just couldn't quite reel it in. Stafford taking advantage there when he saw the chance. Seahawks getting jumpy there on that defensive line here a little bit early on. 2nd down. Leonard Williams hopping off sides there. Stafford just put that a little bit out and too far away for Kupp. he's made that catch before, but tough catch where you got to reroute your body, twist back around, then throw yourself then to the opposite side you were going. 3 penalties on this drive alone on the Seahawks defense. 2nd down and 15. Stafford in shotgun. Dropping back to pass. Goes up over the top. He's going to complete this to Kupp. Kupp still on his feet. Finally taken down here, and this will bring up a 3rd and short here for the Rams. Seattle playing zone there, and Kupp just sits down right there in the soft spot of the zone, finds his hole. Quandre Diggs struggling to wrap up after the catch. Third down and 4 for Stafford. He's in shotgun here. Trips to the right. Seahawks dropping back into coverage a little bit before the snap. Stafford looking deep down the field. And they're going to call another flag on Seattle. Tariq Woolen on Atwell. Well, I like to be a guy that wants to be consistent on this, and I don't like it when cornerbacks like Sauce Gardner gets away with this when they get their hands on those receivers and they initiate that contact when they're well down the field already. And Tariq, it wasn't a big hit. Atwell's a small guy; it doesn't take a lot, but you did knock him off his pace there when the ball's in the air, and it's hard not to call that OPI at that point by the letter of the law. I know it does fluctuate week to week as whether or not the officials will call it game to game, but by the letter of the law it is. First down run by the Rams doesn't go for about 2 yards here. They're going to have a 2nd and goal from about the 3-yard line and run a hurry up right back to it again here. And great job there by Darrell Taylor. Nice job in the run game by Darrell Taylor. Don't say that very often, but good job of sticking up there and getting tight down there. This will bring up a 3rd and goal. Stafford trying to quick snap it and hopefully catch this unit a little bit tired after this drive, but Seahawks defense was on it. Bobby Wagner there too as well. Tap and Darrell Taylor say, that a boy. Let it go. That away. 3rd down and goal. Pitch play outside. Seahawks look like they have the pursuit there, and they do. He is drugged down to the ground. Great job by the Hawks defense. Bobby Wags there tracking down the play. There was some early penetration into the backfield. Bobby finishes it up. Still 2 yards short, and the Rams look like they're maybe going to go for this. Why not if you're them? Forced defender was Tariq Woolen there does force the back inside. They were trying to get that as a pitch play outside, and Woolen was able to force that back and in. So here we go, 4th down and goal for the Rams. They're going empty, no running backs here. Stafford dropping back to throw. He's going to throw this up over the top. That is going to be incomplete. Trey Brown in coverage. Great 4th down stop there by the Seahawks defense. Great job. They're standing tall, and they will get the 4th down stop. Jaron Reed got his hand in the air there. And then Trey Brown, it looked like a good pass there to Atwell. Might have been catchable. Might have been Trey got a little bit of a hand in there. Did that one of those things where there's a slight reroute when the players are so close to each other, or the ball from the defender, that the receiver's expecting it here and it suddenly goes down to here, and it's hard to, in that blink of an eye moment, to adjust your hands to get your hands down quickly. And I think that's what looked like happened, but a great job there defensively by the Hawks defense to hold up strong. They had 1st and goal from, I think, the 4-yard line to start things out, and you got four straight stops there to keep them out of the end zone. Nancy Mason. Nancy, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Appreciate you too. Jumping aboard here on the Hawks Nest and becoming a member. As then on the other one, just members of the channel. We do PFF scores on Monday from the prior game. And also do Thursday streams right now for members only at 5 o'clock, doing the Thursday night games. So, this week we'll be doing, I think we might be doing Monday night tomorrow, actually. So, if I'm feeling froggy enough tomorrow after today, we might, I think Phoebe Moore Seahawks was mentioned maybe doing that. So we might do that tomorrow. But thank you, Nancy, for becoming a member of the channel. Max, who was the penalty on? So you had the penalties on that drive. Tariq Woolen got one PI on the down near the end zone. You had the PI on Love. And then you had a false start, I think, with Jaron Reed and a false start on Leonard Williams on that drive. Greg says, saw on Twitter, DK set a Hawks franchise record, that last touchdown. Oh, really? I wonder which one. I'll have to look it up. Maybe I should look it up. I'll have to look at one player. I'm interested to see what that is. Russell Marcuse with a $2 donation says, get Atwell a booster seat. He is a little guy. He's on Tariq, and like I said, the letter of the law is it's a penalty, but Tariq just kind of turned to him and went, just a little, and Atwell went like this. That was my recreation of that moment. All right, Gino here from the 2-yard line. Tough dealing to the offense here. The give is going to be to Charbonnet. Charbonnet gets him a little bit of breathing room here on a maybe 3-4 yard run there out from under the A gap. Nice run there. Walker is on the sideline. It would appear that his day is done. He is doubtful with an oblique injury. Of course, the oblique was that thing that got McCaffrey beaten up there for a bit. We're going to get a flag on this play. Seahawks with some of their sloppiness still coming into play on the penalty front here in this one to start things off. I think we're already at our fifth flag or so. This one's on Noah Fant for a false start. Second down and 9. Gino in shotgun. Nice throw into Disley. Disley's spun around and might have himself a first down if he was able to keep from off the ground there. The defender spun him around off his body on the ground. We've seen that a couple times this year. The defender ends up on the ground, preventing the player from technically being down, and he can get him to the first on it. And it did. It got him a first down. The big body of Will, none of it touched the ground there. Gino back in shotgun. Jackson behind him, the running back to the right. Interesting look here. Inside give here to Charbonnet. He will dance around a little bit with not much to go. And that'll be second down. The Hawks are hammering a lot of the A-gap runs here in this game to start things. And that might be, well, if I was the Hawks here, I'd let this run out. Maybe give Gino a play. Just let it run out. Take that first quarter, 7-0. Get a 2nd and 9 to begin things here into the second quarter. So fast moving first quarter here for the Seattle Seahawks, who find themselves up 7-0 on the back of that opening long first drive. They have only had just one possession. This is only their second possession here, but I'll take this start. I'll take this start. Daniel says this have to be a record number of penalties on our team in the first quarter. It's kind of a lot, Daniel. it's definitely getting to be a bit much there for one quarter. And we're a team that's pretty well penalized, but what did we end up? What was our marker there? We only ended up with 5 penalties. We only gave them 72 yards. Penalty yardage. Yeah, we play wild, fast, loose, and free. Okay, we just we're a wild, fast, loose, and free kind of team. Nasir is no Kenny McIntosh this week. Next week maybe, but he is inactive for today at least. Yeah, I hope K9's okay. The obliques can be kind of varied up a little bit. So you saw with McCaffrey, he had a minor tear, which didn't even, I think, keep him out, but maybe one game, if it kept him out any, and they still used him. So we'll see where this one goes with Walker. But when you do have Charbonnet back there, the point of it is one of those guys gets injured, you can call upon the other guy and don't feel like you have that drop off, or that there is any drop off, you know. Joan says, I didn't see Abe Lucas on the inactive list. Ooh, I didn't either. That's interesting. He might be active today. He hasn't been taken off IR, Tyler? I thought he was activated off IR, but sometimes it's these news stories get out like he's due to be activated off IR, and then you read it as he's activated off IR. So it's probably that. I mean, we got to get these, the penalties. Let's dial them down a little bit here through the rest of the game. It's going to be hard if we... Dog says, why do other teams rarely have penalties, but against us good teams, we got butt wild? Yeah, we're not necessarily a good team penalty-wise under a Coach Carroll-driven team, and Carroll's got a lot of good things he brings to the table as a coach. Having teams that play really clean, penalty-free football games is not really a mainstay of his too often. Oh, Megan, they got an NCIS Sydney. They're going deep on those shows at this point. 2nd and 9. Geno and shotgun here. Start out the second quarter, 3 wide look. The give's going to be into Charbonnet. Charbonnet still keeping his feet nicely for a first down run. Charbonnet on the give. Nicely done there by Charbonnet. He's a little better from shotgun runs than I think Walker is. Walker's more of a get him up to speed, get him, going. With Charbonnet, you can kind of just give him that shotgun run, and he can be really effective. Nice first down carry there by Charbonnet. Geno back under center here. 3-4 look by the Rams. Play action pass. Geno looking to throw. That ball will be knock free, trying to get it into DK Metcalf. Kendrick made the play, knocking it free, though. DK running a post route there. And the corner was kind of all over that play. DK kind of showed a little bit of his hand at the stem of his route where he was going there. And Kendrick picked up on the lead that he was giving him. He sort of jumped inside that route the second he felt those feet. He's going out to that post. 2nd down and 10. Rams showing a blitz over the A gap. We might have a free play here for Geno. Where's the flag? Where's the flag? Where's the flag? They miss our offsides, but they don't miss theirs? He was offsides. Oh, really? Okay, 3rd and 10. Geno back in shotgun here. Seahawks are going to call a timeout. Yeah, I guess we're not getting... That was interesting. He was offsides. He was totally offsides on that play. And they're catching all ours, but they magically miss. That's wild. That looked obvious. The official's trying to tell him, he was this close. He was this close, Pete. Pete, it was like he was this much offsides, but he was this much kind of not offsides. He was sort of offsides, but he wasn't. 3rd down and 10. Seahawks, 3 wide receivers here. Bobo's in the game on this one. We got an Eskridge sighting. Oh, that's interesting. Another look like an offsides by the Rams. Another one where it doesn't look like they're going to call it. Going to JSN with the catch. First down. He throws it up to JSN, and he will get the first. The Rams were offsides again there on that play, by the way. Back-to-back plays, Rams offsides, uncalled. Geno just throws it up there for Jackson Smith, who goes up and makes the catch. First down. Let's go. Seahawks on the Rams side of the field. Give is into DJ Dallas here. Dallas lowers his head down there, and he'll get himself a 4-yard gain. What a grab by Jackson Smith, rising up high, pointing the ball, defender hanging off of him, another defender closing in with maybe a potential kill shot. Doesn't let him phase him in the least. 12:31 to go. 2nd down and 6 here for Geno and company. Pistol look, Charbonnet in the backfield, 2-stack receiver into the far side of the field. The give is into Charbonnet. He bounces this out. Bounces it out again. Lowers his head. Runs hard. Finishes the run nicely for a gain of 5. This will bring up 3rd and short. I come right back to this defensive line for the Rams, and I just hammer it right back here on 3rd down. You're running the ball well. You're moving people off the line of scrimmage. Make them stop you on a 3rd and 1. You did it earlier in the game with Charbonnet. Go right back to it here, Waldron. Seattle will come out with Geno under center. DJ Dallas goes in motion. Play action pass. Tries to get it to Eskridge, who can't quite make the catch. This will bring up 4th and 1. Ugh. You're running the ball so well there. It's just overthink a little bit as a coordinator in that moment. You know, and maybe Seattle looks like they were going to give 2 downs here, so maybe he knew he had that, and so he can always go to this one. But I just like there, just give it. Sharp's rolling, give it to Sharp, keep it going. 4th and 1. Seahawks give it into Charbonnet. Charbonnet out in the open field, first down. There we go. There we go. There we go. Nice run by Charbonnet, who absolutely blistered through the hole. And Phil Haynes, and boy, is that old Peters in there? Peters moving people off the ball. Peters moving Donald out of the hole. The old graybeard getting it done. On 4th and 1, Seahawks convert. First down. And Seahawks, no DK, no Tyler on the field. We got Bobo and Eskridge. Dropping back to throw. We've got a penalty marker. The throw's into Bobo. He'll make the catch for 4 or 5 yards here. We'll see who the flag is on. Oh, yeah, it's on us. Illegal shift by Bobo is what they're calling on that one. First and 15 for the Hawks. 10:25 to go from the 31-yard line of the Rams. Geno under center. Charbonnet in the backfield. Holy hell, dude. Another flag for delay of game. It's like it feels like about the 15th penalty on the game for the Hawks here through about a quarter and a half. Seventh penalty to be exact. First down now and 20. Hawks are now on the outside of field goal range after these penalties. Throws it over to Charbonnet on a bubble screen, and he's taken down for a negative 2 or 3 yard gain. So the Hawks are going in the wrong direction here. The wrong direction. Eugenio here, you got to just at the very least get you this back into field goal range for Jason Myers to have a chance to get this up to 10. 2nd and 22. Boy, great catch by Bobo. They're saying no catch. Thought he grabbed it, but it's going to be a tough grab to make. Far out away from his body there. Boy, I think he got that. I don't think you challenge it if you're Carroll, though. It's a 3 yard difference of play. I think he might have grabbed that there. So 3rd and 22. Let's see what Waldron dials up here. We got a handoff into Charbonnet. Charbonnet is going to get wrapped and rolled for a gain of about 2 or 3 yards there. And this is going to make it a tough field goal attempt here for Jason Myers. No easy task on this one. Penalties just kind of disrupted that whole drive there. A lot of these penalties, too, just kind of unforced. Can't get your guys set at the line of scrimmage. Can't not full start. So here comes Myers out for the kick. This is going to be a hefty 54-yard attempt. The kick is up. The kick is going through. And he got it. Great kick by Myers. Continues to turn his year around. That's one of the great parts he can give you is that he's got a big leg. And the Seahawks will take a 10-0 lead. My mom's in the house. What's up, Deanna Pennington? Hi, Mom. I love you. Thank you for the $2 donation. It's good to see you in the house, too. Hope you're doing well. William Leonard says a Wentz sighting. Rams clubhouse is becoming the lighthouse for broken-winged quarterbacks. It is. It's where the broken, island of misfit toys, William. That's what we call the quarterback position for the Rams, at least their backups. Baker Mayfield, Carson Wentz. Next year it'll probably be Tannehill or something like that. Whoever's up on next after that. But you depending on where that thumb is with Stafford, you might see a Wentz sighting at some point here. Thank you, though, man, for the $5 dono. Appreciate you for that. Mom, good to see you in the house. Love you, Mom. All right, so we've got 8:26 to go here in the second quarter. The Seahawks offensively have gotten only 2 drives. Rams, only 2 drives. It's been a very fast-moving game as far as the clock's running here, at least to begin things out. So Hawks have been able to, for the most part, control the clock and time of possession here to begin things. Defense has obviously looked really good, too. Penalties being the place we'd love to see this get a little more cleaned up as we go along. Hawks are on pace for about literally 15 penalties in this game, which is a bit much, but Mom says, Mom invented the junk stream. Indeed you did. Libra Dragon says 154 is actually a great number. Yes, I slammed the M's ownership there, as you should. We got them out there leaking that they're not going to go after Ohtani. Hell with that. All right, so you've got a kickoff here for the Seahawks. That kick will go high, deep, and through the back of the end zone. 1st and 10 at 25 for the Rams. Marcus, B28, thank you for the $5 donation. I appreciate you for that. Hope you're doing well, man. It's great to see you in the house. Should have challenged the Bobo drop. I think the ball bounced off his elbow and not the ground. I 100% agree with you in that I do think it's a catch. And I am looking at the chat on the bottom part, so you can kind of type this in, Marcus. Do you think it was worth it for just the 3 yards or 3.5 yards you gain at that point to give up the challenge, even if you're successful? Because you do then only have the one challenge remaining at that point. 1st and 10 here for Stafford. He's going to play action pass, I think, and he's going to look deep. Pressure. Seahawks not able to get in there. Man, he's got all day. And a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. Julian Love comes up and knocks the ball away late there. Stafford had nowhere to go with it. So I do think you're right. I think, Marcus, it was absolutely a catch. But that's the only thing I wonder about there is it worthwhile there for 3.5 yards? Because that's still not going to put you in position to get the 3rd down conversion, and it's not much more up further to be able to really, increase the likelihood of the kick going through. 2nd down and 10 here for Stafford. He'll be in shotgun on this one, 3 wide. Rams' typical alignment offensively. Drops back to throw. He's going to look out here quickly to Higbee, and a little bit of an errant throw there by Stafford, leading him a little bit too far out in front. Devon Witherspoon out there in coverage. 3rd down and 10. Stafford's going to run hurry up on 3rd down. Okay. Likes his alignment he's got from the Hawks. Dropping back to throw here. Seahawks trying to rush on up here. He's under pressure, and he's going to throw this out of bounds. Julian Love coming on a blitz. Well done, man. Seahawks bringing some pressure today on this Rams offense. Not just merely sitting back, waiting for it to get taken to them. Actually taking it to them a bit here. Julian Love screaming off the edge. He's a good blitzer. Able to get around the running back's block, get around the tight end's block, cause the pressure there on Stafford, and he defunct that play right from the beginning. So a punt, a 3 and out here for the Rams, and the Seahawks an opportunity here to take maybe a bit of a firm control grip of this game. DJ Dallas running it up the field here with a nice return. He will get this up to about the 31-yard line for the Hawks. Decent field position for them to then take over here with 7:54 to go in this game. I'll be right back, folks. Okay. All right. That was not too shabby. Not too shabby. Marcus, I'm looking for your thing here too. If you got. Oh, Marcus, yes. You think it'd be worth it? Okay. I can see where you're going with it. It may give you a bit of better. I mean, if you do make the catch, to your point on that, maybe you're more willing to now throw it on 3rd down rather than just try to give it to Charbonnet for a 3-yard gain. So definitely could be on the right track with that one as maybe the better way to go. I always just get dodgy with having only that one time you can call the challenge. Then as you go into like the second half with only one of those in your back pocket, I hate to do it when you just get that little bump. You want it to be like a 1st down or a big play you're doing it on if you can. But I can see the thinking behind that. I thank you, man, for the dono. Patrick J says, why are you always so far behind, Brandon? Well, you can definitely, Patrick, do a thing called pause and set the, sync up with me, which is about 12 seconds. I can only go as fast as the feed I get at my location, and different places in the United States are going to get their feeds at different speeds. So I don't have the game set behind to like, it's not up to, as current as I've got on my feet is as current as I've got, but I am definitely going to be kind of held to only what I can do. What folks tend to do though is that they tend to just pause their game and then sync it up with me on it. But I can't push the feed through faster, unfortunately. It just goes as quick as it does. Play action pass here for Geno quickly off the jump. They're going to get into Charbonnet. Charbonnet still on his feet here, and he's going to get clipped down from behind by his feet after a nice little gain by Kobe Turner. Good job by the Rams defensive lineman there to get Charbonnet down in a creative fashion there as he was pursuing from behind. But if I could find a way to update it, get it faster, I would, Patrick, if there was some method I could apply. Second down and 2. Geno back in shotgun. Charbonnet to his right. DJ Dallas to Charbonnet's right. The give is in. Nope. Play action pass. Going deep. Looking for DK Metcalf. Metcalf with the catch, and he's still on his feet. DK Metcalf taken down after the big play. Let's go. Beautiful throw by Geno Smith down the football field. Put it right on the spot for DK Metcalf, and he'll have a 1st and goal after the catch. Press coverage look, great release by great inside release by DK Metcalf. And a nice job, a little bit of run after the catch there. Takes the top of the defense off. Akeelia Witherspoon in coverage there. DK Metcalf, 3 catches, 67 yards here after that. Nice job. 1st down and goal for the Seattle Seahawks. Geno back under center here. 3 tight end look. Bobo, your only receiver. The give is into Charbonnet. Charbonnet's going to bang it up into the middle of the hole there. He's not going to have a lot to be gained, but he'll get about 2.5, maybe 3 yards. Disley does not like the way Jones, the linebacker's tackling, and lets him know. Seahawks with a 14-play drive, a 15-play drive on their first 2 possessions of this football game. They have definitely controlled things in the line of scrimmage here in this first half, start things off. Geno under center, 3 tight end look, once again on 2nd goal. Pitch play out to Charbonnet. Aaron Donald is all over it in the backfield. Boy, he got instant penetration there. And this will bring up 3rd and goal. Yeah, Damian Lewis just got licked off the snap by Donald. I mean, he just completely blazed past him. And that penetration was going to reroute. I don't know if Charbonnet's getting anything handled anyway. The Rams did a great job in pursuit on that play. But 3rd down and goal now. From the 11-yard line. Tough conversion here. Looking, and he'll end up getting knocked down. And the ball will go incomplete. So a field goal attempt here for the Hawks. They're going to call, I think, a grounding on Geno as there wasn't anybody in necessarily the near area. Myers comes out for the kick now. Goes from being a chip shot to not. Now a 40-yard attempt here for him. The kick is up and right down the middle. Nice job by Jason Myers. Hawks will go up 13-0 now. Start this game off. 4:48 to go here to begin things in this game. Phoebe Moore Seahawks, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, isn't Eskridge a slot? Why are they going to line him up on the outside? He is, to me, only a slot guy in the way he can really be utilized. They're lining him out there in this game, I'm guessing. Feed me. It looks like there's a little bit of maybe mitigating some of Lockett and trying to take some of the snaps off of him in this game. I've even seen some moments where it looks like they're taking some of the snaps from DK in this game, just, giving them maybe a little bit of relief in a game like this. Probably understandable if we think about what they're doing here a little bit, of there being a bit of a load management situation going on. You're going to have to play 3 games in 15 nights. That's what we're facing here on deck is the schedule. And so there's probably a little bit of trying to, move guys through a little bit to be aware of that rather than blow everybody out in this game. So you have Jackson Smith out there. You have Bobo out there. Those are really true inside guys. Between the 3 of them, Eskridge is the guy that's got the pure enough speed to make it work if you want to put him on the outside to where he's not just going to be super. He's fast, at least that. So they're probably thinking in terms of like that. They're also doing a high amount, I think, of running when they do have him aligned on the outside. So I don't think you're going to see a lot of them trying to throw to him out there or have him win one-on-one on that outside. And then you got to factor in, feed me, that the Rams corner situation isn't exactly as tough as what you normally deal with. So maybe they're just kind of throwing all of that into the hamper here a little bit, and that's what comes out on the other side of it. Yeah, Donald's very good. Wu-Tang Financial with a $5 dono. Thank you, Wu-Tang. Says, Charbo Diesel. Got that torque. That's got that 50-mile-an-hour horsepower engine backed by the double quad, 8-cylinder camo wide whammy-dammy-doo. Oh, man, that Charbo Diesel's legit, Wu-Tang. It is indeed. I like the way he's running today. It says, Gino back in form today. They want that revenge. We want that revenge. You knew you were going to get a motivated crew today in this game in particular. Not on top of the fact they're in the mix of it for this division and for the playoffs, but because they were so embarrassed in that first loss and at home. And they wanted to come out here and put their best foot forward for this football game, and they've done that in this first half so far. It's been a very good performance down the line as we're watching this play out. So the kick will go through the end zone here from Jason Myers. The Rams will take back over at the 25-yard line. Stafford under center. 2 of 7 for 19 yards here to start this game. The give is in here to the running back, who's chopped down by Quandre Diggs. Nice job by Diggs coming up, running the alley and cutting down the back. That looked like a play Mike was going to go for something there. 2nd down. Second and 4. Stafford under center, 3 wide. Pitch play outside here. This play is going to go for a little bit. Another nice run by the Rams. 2 back-to-back runs here. They caught the Seahawks defense. Cooper Kupp comes up limping on the play, and he's going to have to go to the sideline here as he's very, very gimpy there on his right foot right now. Kupp, as you can see, man, he shows you what he can do down there as a blocker. He's down there taking on Frank Clark and eliminating Frank Clark on the play. And then gets kind of rolled up, it looks like, as kind of a pile of bodies. That's the tough part about having your running back blocking a defensive end. There's a lot of physicality down there you got to ask him to deal with when you ask him to do that. He'll go right over to the bench on this. 1st and 10 now for the Rams from the 46 of their own territory. Play action pass. It'll be a throw to the outside, an easy completion. Rams offense is moving here. They're getting the Seahawks defense a little redirected here and definitely getting them aggressive on some of these runs. I think they had a counter run to start this off. They had a pitch play there where the action looks like it might be going to the right pre-snap. Pitch it back to left on this one. You got a rollout. So dialing into a little bit of the aggressiveness. 1st down and 10. Rams on the Hawks side of the football field at the 40-yard line. 2:51 to go here in the second quarter. Seahawks up 13-0. Stafford back in a pistol look here. Give inside to the running back. He will get taken down by Mario Edwards Jr. and Leonard Williams for a gain of about 2 or 3. Clock will continue to wind. .2:11 to go. Seahawks bringing a lot of heat up near the line of scrimmage. Julian Love lingering in the B gap. Rams send Nuka in motion. Oh, man. Hawks jump off sides once again. This time it looks like Frank Clark. Or no, they go to 2-minute warning. Sorry, they just let the clock wind. That's why Frank jumped, as he says 2-minute warning or nothing there. But Wu-Tang, thank you again for that $5 donation. And yeah, I think you definitely got a team today that showed that they knew they'd dial up the effort level a lot better. Everything's better along the way here too. I think the effort's better. The game plan is so much better than what we saw from that first game. Much like that one, you didn't have Jamal Adams in this one like you don't have in this one, but you are changing a little bit of your style. We're not seeing as much of an opening in the middle of the field on those short passes. They're bringing a little bit more of, they're kind of taking a little bit more to this offense and some of the tighter more stacked kind of fronts that they're showing off a bit here. Where is Mafe? I don't know on Mafe. I do not know. Yeah, Kupp doesn't look like he's coming back on that injury right now, by the looks of things. Yeah, they might, again, that load balance thing, if you guys are wondering why you might not be seeing some players, and we know there maybe isn't an injury to them like a Mafe. I think some of this is going to be the unusual load balance nature that you got to take into account with this team, because you don't tend to play 3 games in 15 nights. You have a Thursday night game coming up this week. So you're as a coaching staff on that, you got to manage that through a little bit. You can't have run your normal snaps in a game like this. And if you can find some opportunities in a game like this or in any of these couple of games, which is not going to be likely to happen in the Cowboys or Niners game, of course, to get them a little bit of that extra rest or a little bit of the less reps, the less snaps on the legs, you'll probably try to take that opportunity here and there where you can, all across the board, receiving core, defensive ends, edges, tackles, all the way down, kind of being aware of it as you can, I would think. Cooper Kupp is heading into the locker room. Still dodgy on that toe. 2nd down and 7, 2 minutes to go here. Rams got all 3 of their timeouts, so time not a factor for them. Play action pass. Seahawks bring in a blitz, and they hit him with the screenplay at a perfect time there. 1st down. Rams had a great counter to that Hawks blitz. Very good end. I don't know if that's an option route for him to run there but they had it dialed up. That's the perfect time for Diggs coming right up the middle in the blitz there. First and 10 from the 25-yard line of the Hawks. 1:20 to go here in the second quarter. Stafford under center. Play action pass. He's going to roll out and hit a man wide open down the field. Tutu Atwell, nobody near covering him, just wide open. Zone-based look by Seattle, and Wags The tough part about running that zone defense, man, is you end up with your linebackers trying to cover 4-3 wide receivers. It's not going to work out too well for your linebackers when any linebackers, I don't care if it's Bobby at 35 or any middle linebacker in the sport being asked to pick that kid up coming through the middle. Maybe only Fred Warner being a guy that could really pick that up. First down and goal here from the 8-yard line. Handoff by the Rams. Seahawks defense is getting a little loose on this drive. 4-yard run there. And Hawks probably going to call a timeout, I would say, on this play. Try to preserve some time. Sanchez, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, feels dirty rooting for Wilson tonight. Wow, Wilson getting love here. That's for sure. He's been getting some national love here. But, you got to do what you got to do in these kind of games, man. When there's something on the line, there's something on the line. Who do we got? Who we got them playing? Wait, hold on. Who are they playing? We got Monday, Thursday, Sunday. Oh, the Vikings. Yeah. We don't have to totally. I mean, do we think the Vikings are going to be a threat to us at the end of the day on this? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe on that one. Better safe than never. Better safe than sorry, to your point, Sanchez. So, yeah, let's root for Wilson. Got to do it. Second and goal from the 5-yard line. Stafford under center here. Play action pass. He's going to try to roll out, get this out to his man quickly, who will get drugged down to the ground. This will bring up 3rd and goal. Hawks will not call a timeout. Why wouldn't you call a timeout here? You called the timeout in the previous play like you wanted to preserve the time to get a chance here. And I guess they're going to let this run down now oddly instead. Okay. Third down and goal here. Stafford and shotgun. Hawks showing a 4-man pressure look here. Mafe is back in the game, by the way. Stafford's going to call timeout here. They wanted to let the clock roll down to 12 seconds and see what Seattle was going to do, I think, right there. Sanchez, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, why can we not keep the ducking edge every ducking time? I'm sick of Frank Clark or Taylor crashing in. They can't follow directions. Put someone else in. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating in both of their accounts. Is with either of those two guys, you're looking for them to provide you some, what is the measure of benefit you're bringing here? And with Frank Clark so far here, you're not really feeling it to any degree at all. He's not even bringing the Bruce Irvin kind of impact he had last year. Third down and goal here now. Stafford dropping back to throw. And he is able to complete the ball into Puka Nacua for a touchdown. Trey Brown there, close in coverage. Nacua able to make a tough catch on the back part of his shoulder there. And the Rams will get a touchdown here to finish this half off and keep themselves in this football game. Press coverage look there for Trey Brown. Just a nice throw by Stafford, put it in the right spot. The Rams 9-play, 75-yard drive, 4 minutes and 42 seconds off the clock. Finding some answers here against the Seahawks defense. But Sanchez, I think the tough part comes in is that, they're trying to think to feature in a little bit of Draymond Jones. They're trying to feature in some Draymond Jones on that side. You got Mafe. I think they're trying to also rotate the guys through. With Hall, I think he's got the injury to his shoulder, so you're trying to manage. You're just sort of trying to load balance it all to the point where you get left at a spot of, I think that you have to run them out there for the snap situation, in the name of keeping them fresh, in the name of the 3 games in 15 nights, and I'm seeing what you're seeing with their level of play as well. I just think that there's not a lot of other options you have to go to that are going to do better for you. You're trying them, when moving Draymond to the outside and stuff like that. But there is going to come those times, and there's going to come those segment of plays where they need to hold up and do their part somehow, some way, to some degree. But it remains to be seen if they're going to. It does get frustrating watching them both so softly set the edge. Like a wet paper bag, Sanchez, right? Thank you, man, for your donations. Appreciate you. Lazy Beach Bum, Maffei's not gotten a sack yet, no. And folks new in the chat too, I know I've said it a couple times, you're going to see a rotation. Boy, I see a lot of consternation in the chat as I'm looking over with and wondering of why is this guy not in? Why is that guy in? Why is this guy? In football, we've got 15 days that are going to be played. Today, 15 days. You're going to have 3 games in those 15 nights. The NFL bodies are going to be hammered. They're going to be beat up. If you have Maffei come out here and play 70 snaps in this game with a Thursday night game coming up against the Niners, you're not going to have him with all of what he needs to have in his tank to be ready then for Thursday night. So you can get mad at the schedule makers on this, but the coaching staff is smart to rotate through guys. You have to do this. It's not a matter of we can throw a guy out there all this game, and then you go out to the Niners game and you put him out all that game, and then all of the Cowboys game. You have to balance this through. It sucks by the nature of how the NFL scheduled this, but we're dealing with it. And the coaching staff, I think, is dealing with it. And I'm with you guys on the frustration on the setting of the edge with Frank Clark and Darrell Taylor, but you don't have 10 guys to call upon there to bring in addition once you got to go to a backup. You have at times, by the nature of you set up this roster, going to have to put those guys out there for some snaps. They're going to have to not be complete negatives out there or completely, getting blown up out of the edge at some points in times. And I don't like it that we're there either on that, but that's kind of where we are at that point with it. Yeah, Big Country, schedule makers did us dirty. It sucks. But it's a tremendous challenge to a coaching staff to ask them to have their players ready for 3 games in 15 days for how much they're going to get beat up on and all that. This is late in the season too, where you're already dealing with your normal allotment of injuries and fatigue. And then you kind of add this extra layer of intensity to it like this. And it is something that a coaching staff, you're stupid if you're not managing it. Because if you don't manage it, you're going to get to the Thursday night game and Maffei's not going to be able to contribute like you want him to contribute. Or Leonard Williams is not going to be able to contribute like you want him to contribute. You got to keep the balance there so guys can be fresh. Scott says we were up 13-7 the first time we played them. And was that? Yeah, I guess that is right. I do feel better about this game than I did in that first half of that game, especially with their defense. Our defense at times in that one. I think we're holding up a little bit better. Fumi says screens always kill our defense. That's always been a major issue. It has. Yeah, we've had some issues with it for sure. For sure. We'll be going through the second half. Just a reminder, I'll be signing off immediately as the game ends, and I'll be going over to the Bleacher Report here on the Bleacher Report app doing a post-game breakdown. So if you guys are looking for just it'll be a quick 30-minute post-game wrap-up over there on the Bleacher Report. You do have to download the app. But if you do so, I'll be over there on that side of things immediately after the game. You can click down the description link section in this video below. It's got a link to the podcast itself. So if you have the app downloaded, you click that link, it will take you to the episode, and you'll be able to watch me talk about and discuss what's gone down in this game and how it all played out. I want to thank as well the sponsor of this show. Sponsor of this show is going to be Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy right now will match you up to 100% of your first deposit, up to $100 when you use my code. You can also click it at the top of the description section below or use my code, which is NEST, N-E-S-T. But when you do that, they'll match you up to 100% on your first deposit, up to $100. So $100 on the Nest from me to you by way of Underdog Fantasy, and you're supporting the channel at the same time. When do you ever get to say that? Money in your pocket and you're supporting something? How about that? They've got some great ongoing contests throughout this year. You can do weekly fantasy. They're giving away $200,000 a week in just giving different prizes and different types of games that you can get into. I love the over-under on the backs and receivers and quarterbacks and yardage and all that. I love playing on that. I've had some success this year myself going down that. You guys have done a great job with it. I've had some great feedback from Underdog Fantasy and how you guys have been able to use the code and how much you're using the code, which is saying something because I know in the state of Washington, it is a little bit difficult with some of the restrictions that are there. So you guys are using it as you can. It is hard in Washington to use all of the aspects of the app, but if you do go into a casino, you can use the app and take advantage of this deal. But thank you to Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring this show throughout the course of this season. Mike says 2 negatives in this game so far. Penalties are still a problem, and pass rush is the same old run past the quarterback, letting him step up in the pocket. Yeah, the pass rush has still not been great in this game. Started out okay with Stafford. Defense has had a couple stops. They look good, but there at the end especially, things got real loose real fast there. And the penalties do remain an issue. There's no other way to cut it, slice and dice it. 8 penalties for 96 yards. You're on pace for almost 200 yards of total penalties. It's going to be tough to win a football game if you're going to be penalized that much. And a frustrating, kind of side on that. But I think overall, a good first half when you look at the bottom line of it. You controlled the clock. You controlled the time of possession, 19 minutes and 35 seconds to the Rams, 10 minutes and 25 seconds. 200 total yards in that half to the Rams, only 94 yards, though they get the 100 yards in penalty yards. So you are at least controlling 34 plays to their 21 plays. You're going to get the ball at halftime. You're setting yourself up in a good position, I think, from some of the fundamentals and how we look at this game and feeling pretty good about it. Just take, for instance, the balance. Geno Smith, 13 of 18, 150 yards, 115 rating, 8 yards of completion, and then running the ball 16 carries for 54 yards. Only a 3.4 yard carry, but you're sticking with it. You're staying with the run in this game, and there's a balance at play here, which is helping you to control the clock. As well, just one other place that I think has been a bit of a question for us at times this year, a bit of a problematic spot for us this year, especially offensively speaking, is they are 4 of 7 on third downs in this game. And so there are some things. I know that first matchup there, the score could be comparable to the first matchup in the halftime and where you came out of that. But I think in that game, the Rams had done a much better job in controlling the time of possession. You hadn't done as well a job in running the ball as consistently in that first half. I think that there's some differences here in this game and what I'm seeing from our Hawks, team overall. It would have been great if they would have been able to keep them just like a field goal there on that drive at the end, but see how it goes. See how it plays out here in the second half. I mean, they should have activated Kenny McIntosh. Well, maybe we're going to see him on the Niners. Maybe they're holding him as a secret weapon for the Niners. Yeah, that catch by JSN was pretty sick on that trust throw by Geno. I think Geno's throwing that ball up too because I think he thinks he's got an offsides penalty there. He's got what he thinks, I think, is a free play. Cameron Robinson, what's the word on K9? He's got an oblique. Don't know how serious it is. An oblique can be kind of a wide variance of, severity. Be right back, folks. going to be interesting to see what they dial up here as we get into the second half here with that first drive. Does Waldron come back and start trying to throw a little bit, to stay with the run, keep the balance? Power, Geno looks sharp and aggressive. I like it. Definitely seems more confident. I do like him so far and how he's playing the game and making and the throws he's made. The throw to DK was really nice. Decision making seems pretty sharp. Executing on third down, executing down in the goal line as he can. I mean, it was the other goal line, chance you had down there where you get down on first down, you run it twice, and you end up in a 2nd and goal from the 11, which high degree of difficulty for a quarterback to get it punched in at that point on the third down and in that spot he was in. But 3 consistent drives, 3 scoring drives, led by Geno Smith in that first half. You score every time that you get the ball as an offense, you probably should win the football game. We want touchdowns, and definitely there's some, I'm seeing comments maybe putting the foot off the gas. I don't know if they're putting the foot off the gas. Certainly the 2 runs down by the goal line were maybe a little bit conservative, but this is also something we've been calling for, which is Charbonnet and being run more, and especially being run down more by the goal line, where the yards are harder to find, where you got to fight through those arm tackles and try to, grind down to get in there. And, you got to give them the opportunity just to do that. So I think that I can't hate completely going to the run there, but overall offense is playing good first half. Geno playing well within it. Flags are definitely something that's, much as anything here, kind of kept some things in the game here for this Rams team. That's for sure. Got to clean up a little bit. Only 1 sack in her first half. Devin Witherspoon, who added 4 tackles. Quandre Diggs with 4 tackles as well. Metcalf leading the way with 3 catches, 68 yards. Jackson's Billy Jigba with 2 for 48. Give you guys a little bit of an update on the early action out here in the first slate of games. We had the Texans were able to keep the Cardinals put away, as that game was close throughout. They get the win going 6-4, despite 3 interceptions from the wonder kid C.J. Stroud. The Titans weren't able to mount much of a fight up against the Jacksonville Jaguars that get themselves right after that Niner loss last week to 7-3. Titans fall to 3-7. A team will be playing down the road here this season. Cowboys were able to do what you thought they would probably do against this Panther team, which is take them to school, 33-10 there. Giants shocked, I say, the Commanders, beating them 31-19. Taking the Commanders to 4-7 and the Giants to 3-8. And Giants are now out of the Caleb Williams sweepstakes. Shaggy. The Raiders fall to the Dolphins 20-13 in a game where they kept that a lot closer, I think, than a lot of us thought. And the Chargers and Packers had a hell of a game go back and forth there, out there in Lambeau in the opening slate at 10 a.m. The Packers able to just nip the Chargers 23-10. The Lions were able to come back in a game where, much like with Stroud throwing 3 picks and the Texans able to win, Goff threw 3 picks. The Lions were able to get the win against the Bears, beating them 31-26, coming down from behind and able to get that win on the other side of it. The Browns and the Steelers had a good old-fashioned AFC North matchup kind of game. Low scoring, defensive fight, just slugging it out. No points to be found anywhere. The Browns somehow able to pull the win out there, 13-10. Then sometimes they just find a way to win, that Browns team. But 13-10 over the Steelers. Big win there by the Browns in a game where they're trying to get along with the Ravens, their control of that division. Early second slate of games here at the 1 o'clock. We only have 3 games going on here at the 1 o'clock time. The Bills are up on the Jets 16-0. The Niners are up 20-7 on the Buccaneers. And of course, we got our game here at the Hawks, up 13-7. So see how the second half goes here for the Hawks as we're just about to kick things off. Do me a favor, folks, and do please hit that like button if you like what you're listening to today. Also, we're trying to get up to 15,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed up to the channel, do me a favor and please do get subscribed up to the channel. It'll help out tremendously. This opening kick will go through the back of the end zone, where the Hawks will take over at the 25-yard line. All right, what we got, Hawks? What we got, Waldron? Well-called game in the first half. Let's finish it up here in the second half. Keep building on that. Gino and the boys come out here for 1st and 10. Gino under center, 3 wide to the far side of the field. Charbonnet in the backfield. Disley's your tight end. Play action pass. Gino rolling out. Oh, ball's dropped there by Disley. Usually the sure-handed Will. Had to bounce off his hands there. 2nd down and 10. Seahawks, a 14-play drive, 88 yards, 15-play drive, 62 yards, 6-play drive, 43-yard drive in their 3 possessions. Gino coming up and setting things up at the line of scrimmage. He's feeling a bit of a blitz here as the Rams show double B gap pressure here. Got a bubble screen out to Tyler. Nice job by Tyler getting up the field there. It looked like that wasn't going to go for a lot, and he was able to get up the field quickly. Good counter by Gino there. Control at the line of scrimmage, recognizing the blitz. What's a partial way of beating the blitz? With the screen game. And able to kind of sidearm that to get around Aaron Donald, who was closing in very quickly off the edge. 3rd down and 2 for the Seahawks here. Gino in shotgun. Again, a blitz look here from the Rams team. Gino sends Jackson Smith in motion. Dropping back to throw. Looking. He's got a lot of time, and that ball is going to be knocked away. Gino had the time to assess and go through his reads there. Just nobody open. This is one of those points where the telecast shows an all-22 shot here to really see what was happening. And Gino did not throw that to the right leverage. He's got to put that more to the outside. Three and out for the Hawks here in this third quarter. Comes the punt by Dixon. Jarek Reed's screaming down the field here. Nice job by the coverage unit of the Hawks. Keep him stopped inside the 20-yard line. Great punt by Dixon. An absolute moonshot by him. Dixon is goated. Big time goated. Scott, I'm not sure why Gino didn't run it there. I'm not sure if he had the lane. He might have had the lane there. The pass rushers are all over him a little bit there. And I think they were bringing a blitz. And if you're bringing the blitz, you are kind of clogging up those quarterback rush lanes to step up through. But they didn't show the great angle there either. You might be right on that. I wasn't paying attention close to it. So he could have had the opportunity. He has shown at times a hesitancy to run when he should, when it's there. Come on, D. Come on, D. Hmm. 13:57 to go here in the third quarter. Stafford and company will take over here with long field in front of them. Stafford under center. Pitch play out wide. Hawks defense all over this one. That'll be just about a no gain. Stafford and shotgun. He'll drop back to throw. He's got all day. You can bake a cake back there right now. And Seattle cannot get anybody over. They just let him just completely wield all the way through that pocket. Seahawks rush defense, and getting there just is completely wild and out of control right now. I mean, Stafford is not fleet of foot. You let him move all the way to the left-hand side of the pocket and then flow all the way back to the right-hand side of the pocket, giving all day back there for him to get something happening. Come on. Everybody just like a pile of bodies all over pursuit on that play. 3rd and 7. Chance for the Hawks, though, to close things down here. Showing a blitz look with Bobby in the A gap. Stafford thinks it's coming. Seattle drops out of it. Stafford looking across the middle, and he's going to hit Puka Nuka. Nobody decided to cover him on the play. We do have a flag, though. A flag on. Ref's like, wait, you sure you want to call it on the Rams? He's like, wait. You really want to call this on the Rams? Are we going to... Holding on the Rams. Big holding call there. Boy, Seattle just left Puka Nuka wide open in the middle of the field. That looked like the first game kind of completion there, where Nuka just comes off and he's completely just set and good to go. And sure enough, yeah, you can't get it up around the neck there, buddy. That's not allowed, Mr. Havenstein. Draymond Jones causing the hold. Cooper Kupp's got his helmet on. He's walking the sideline, testing that ankle out. Heavily wrapped. 3rd down and 17. From their 10-yard line, the Rams. 4-man pressure look by the Hawks. Tipped up in the air by Mafe, and boy, he almost tipped that right back to himself. Great play by Boye Mafe off the edge there. And the Hawks defense holds up here. Mafe recognizing the screenplay. Good job on his part. Well, he had to climb the ladder up there to get to that ball too. Stafford didn't make it easy. And quick hands, nice job. Punting from within his own end zone here. Rams punter. He'll send this deep to DJ Dallas. Dallas looks like he might have a little bit of room to work with. We're going to have a penalty flag. It's a fumble, but this is going to be on the Rams, who did not give the kick returner the time to be able to receive that kick. You've got to give him space to make the catch. You can't hit him like that, and there was no space given by that punt returner to make the catch there. That's why I say DJ sometimes makes me nervous back there. He's ballsy and gutsy, but you go too much guts there, buddy. Too ballsy. Too ballsy. Though he did cause the flag, so maybe the joke's on me with that one. So already pretty good field position is going to be mightily improved with this penalty on the Rams. If he just dialed it back a second there and gave it a second, he could have probably made that hit and play, but he gets just a little bit too much right on it there. Patrick says, can't believe the Chargers lost the Packers. It's going into Lambeau in November. You got a Chargers team that's a warm weather team, 10 a.m. games. We've had our issues on those at times. But it happens. Big Docs, Maffey still needs a sack. 2023 is the year of Maffey. He does still need to get himself a sack here. All right, Waldron, what do you got with the play calling? What we got here now? First drive, not so great. What we got here? What we gonna do? Hey, kitty. Yeah. Sleepy. So sleepy. So tired. So sleepy. So tired. Yeah, no more drop passes. No more drop at the passes. You got to get you the ball, I will. Get you the ball. Snail, I always believe the Chargers can lose. Staley just doesn't feel like the right coach there. It just doesn't feel like a marrying of the talents of the team with the right head coach. To me. Yeah, flipping blackjacks, definitely, using his legs a bit more would be a real keen thing he could take advantage of that would help him out, I think, in playing the position. Give him some time, some free and easy yards that he gets so locked into just being the passer, which you like. But yeah, he's kind of the other opposite end of those guys, the scramble heavy quarterbacks. And the Hawks will take over here at the 46-yard line in Rams territory. The give is going to be to Charbonnet, who's looking for a hole. Not a lot to be found there. He does keep his feet, spins through and finds himself a little bit of crack of daylight there for about a gain of 4. But he's on the opposite end of the scale of those scramblers who do too much. He's kind of to the other end of it, isn't he? Congratulations to Tyler Lockett today, by the way. All-time receiving leader in Seahawks history is Steve Largent, but now the number 2 receiving leader in Seahawks history is Tyler Lockett. All right, 2nd and 7. 3 tight end look here for the Seahawks. Play action pass. Geno dropping deep, and he's going to get sacked here. You don't have a lot of guys running routes. The Hawks were hoping to take advantage of the Rams playing that aggressively and expecting it to be a run out of a 3 tight end look. But the Rams did not take the bait there. You're trying to go to DK, and DK's got double team coverage over the top, and he is your only wide receiver there on that kind of play that's drawn up. Not a big fan of that as a play call there from Waldron. I don't know if I've seen the Rams selling out enough against the run in this game to believe that they were going to remove their safeties from the play there to come up and do that. 3rd down and 11. Rams bringing a 5-man blitz. Geno gets it out to DJ Dallas. Dallas with the ball in his hands here. Does a good job of getting all the way down for a nice gain. This will be about a 4th and 1.5. And an interesting call here for Carroll to make here for Carroll. You can go for it 4th down. You have this within field goal range. Myers has hit this kick in this game. I think they're probably going to just go for it here. And do you go to Charbonnet, who 1 yard? Do you look at Sharbs here or not? Rams single high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys up around the box. Parkinson, motion and short. They are going to throw it. Out to Charbonnet. Charbonnet still on his feet. And he will step out of bounds for a 1st down. Gutsy call there by Waldron. But Gino with a nice throw out into the flat there on to Charbonnet. Sharps did a good job there of getting a little bit of separation too. 1st and 10. Hawks on the 28-yard line. Gino back to throw. Gino is going to look deep and over the top to DK and just barely overthrows DK. I do like where Gino puts the ball there to give DK the chance on that. And I think DK even gives the thumbs up. I think that's definitely a throw where DK liked that. Put it out in front of me a little bit there. Let me have a chance to kind of run underneath that. And Gino knows, just missed it. 2nd down and 10. The give is into Charbonnet here. Charbonnet working still on his feet. Oh, getting through contact. We do have a hold. Probably. Flag on the play. Holding on the Hawks. Colby Parkinson. Yeah, it's a little on the outside of the shoulders there. When it gets to the outside of the shoulders, they're going to start looking to call it. Seahawks over 100 penalty yards today. 2nd down and 20. DK makes the catch on a short little throw there, which will gain him about 3 or 4 yards. This will bring up 3rd and long. It's another one of the ones at 3rd and 15 where if you get a blitz, have a screen called in the back pocket. If they decide to run that, I don't think they will. They'll probably go a 4-man front with the Rams here, but don't force this, Gino. Just take what they give you on that. It's tough degree of difficulty completion here. And tries to throw it in there to lock it. It will be an incomplete ball, 4th and 15. Gino did not look like he had a plan on that play to get rid of the ball on that if he got a blitz. That's why, again, I think they brought a blitz on the play. Boom, here comes the 5. I would have had just a bubble screen set up there or something like that at that point. So you don't leave Gino in that exact situation or your quarterback in that situation because they're trying to hold the ball a little bit longer to let the long developing routes get free and clear. 4th and 15. Myers on the field. High snap. The kick is up. The kick is through. Nicely done. Great job by Michael Dixon to get the snap down. That was a wild snap, a little bit high. Stoll's been on it, and Stoll's like, I'm sorry. He goes over to Myers like, I'm sorry, bro. That one got a little bit up. Able to get it down. And how about Jason Myers getting another kick sent up through the uprights here? Well done on his part. And the Hawks are going to go up 16-7 in this game. Mom in with the dono, with the $10 dono, says, come on, let's go. Let's go, Mom. Let's go. We're gonna grind this one out. We're gonna find somehow, some way here. I love you, Mom. Thank you. Nice kick by Myers. 52-yarder. A couple of 50-yarders in his bag today, Myers. 3 of 3. Special teams showing you why part of the plan here is that this is an important part of the team that they can lean on. Not merely a get-by aspect of the team like a lot of teams in the NFL consider the positions to be, but we can make it a strength. We can make it something that can help us win football games. And it ain't sexy. It ain't going to get a lot of people excited, but it can work. When you got guys that can boom punts like Dixon did on the last time around when he sent that 62-yarder out and flip the field position on that side of it. And then Myers, as he's kicked today, 3 kicks and made his extra point as well and hit a couple of 50-yarders. Jason Myers is winning people fantasy leagues this year. Yeah, a turnover would be big here, Brian. A turnover would be big here if we could really pull that then for the momentum. You've got control of the time of possession through this game right now. You're going to get to that stage here with this Rams team as we get into the depths of this third quarter where that starts to, the factoring of that time of possession and the fatigue level of having that set in starts to come more to the forefront a little bit. Whew. All right, let's go. 16-7 Seahawks. 8:03 to go in the third quarter. This kick will go into the back of the end zone. The Rams will take over at the 25-yard line. Mom has been a Hawks Nest member for 23 months, almost 2 years. Says, let's go. Let's go, Mom. Let's get this. We got this done. Let's go. Uh-oh. Did my frame... There we go. It's like, did that just freeze? All right. Stafford back on the field. 3 wide receivers. Far side of the field. He's under center here. Puka Nuka goes in motion. Cooper Kupp still not on the field. Play action pass. Seahawks bringing the pressure. Mafe had an easy sack there, and he let Stafford... Stafford's got that just wily escapability. And he was able to just spin, do that pirouette move we've seen sometimes Wilson do. Completely get around. Wow, yeah, just completely used it against him there. But Mafe had a free and easy sack there to go get that sack we've been looking for him to get today. And Stafford, escapability, gets out there, hits Puka Nuka on the sideline for a first down. First and 10 Rams. Their offense here maybe starting... we had to stop at the second half, so we're doing okay. Early penetration here by the Hawks. Nice job by Trey Brown. Playing the run aggressively on the pitch play from his outside corner position, penetrating into the backfield, and then chopping down the runner by the ankles. Very nicely done there by Trey Brown. Quickly getting ahead of that block by the receiver here, or Higbee, trying to get that block in on him. The 2nd and 13, Stafford looking deep. Pass protection again is holding up well for the Rams in this game. They're just not able to get after him. Leonard Williams able to create a little bit of pressure on that play finally at the end of it, but Rams offensive line continues to do a good job today of keeping the Seahawks pass rush off Matt Stafford's back. Third down and 13. Big play in this football game right now. 6:49 to go in the third quarter. Rams on the 34-yard line, their own territory. Stafford and shotgun, 3 wide receiver look. Seahawks show blitz, drop out of it. Pressure not there. Stafford again with all the time in the world there. Great job by Devin Witherspoon coming up to make the tackle on the back. He's played a great game as Devin Witherspoon and rallying up from his cornerback position there. That's a tough tackle for a cornerback coming up on a running back out in the flat like that, and he took him right down. Just got an arm on the leg there, but that was enough. That's all he needed. So the 4th punt of the day here for the Rams. Hawks defense holds strong. Finding their footing here in this second half on these first 2 drives from the Rams. The kick will send DJ Dallas deep. Just fair catch this. Whoa. Takes a Seahawks bounce going back the other way. And Hawks will have the ball about the 29-yard line, their own territory. Megan, thank you for the $5 donation. So glad I didn't drop Myers in both my leagues. Oh no, he's put to work, Megan. He's being put to work right now, and he's doing work for you this year to start things off. So I would definitely keep that man in the lineup going down and into the future. That's for sure. Thank you for the dono. Thank you so much. And you're probably out there winning today. Myers out there winning your day today, no doubt about that. Snail, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, are they playing on turf or ice? Yeah, I was kind of noticing the same thing, Snail. I think you're kind of referencing a bit of the pass rushers of our guys look like a little bit of, are their cleats not long enough? Because you're getting a little bit of the road runner, like it's not an instant, they're trying to change direction and you're kind of feeling them, and then finally get the turn fully kind of made. I don't know why either on that. That's kind of that, yeah, it's like, it looks like our pass rush is a little bit on ice skates. And so like, even once they get to the Stafford, they're just sliding right past him with the momentum that the ice takes you with a little bit. That's a good way of putting it, man. Yeah, I kind of been seeing the same thing from them with that a bit. They just don't look like they're getting their feet under them a little, and they're wildly flying all over the place is our pass rush. Not necessarily a well-coordinated unit, but hey, you've kept the Rams to 7 points, so whatever it is, it's worked. Ice or not. Thank you, Snail. 6 here tie would be really, really nice. 6 here would really allow you to lock this in like you'd like to in this game. Jason C., just keep adding the score, man. Just keep adding that score. Keep adding that score. Keep it up. How about the Lions, 8-2? Best start for them since 1962. Since 1962. Geno in shotgun now, 1st and 10. He's got a 4-wide look. Charbonnet going in motion prior to the snap. Dropping back to throw. Whistles this one into Tyler Lockett for a 1st down. Nice job by T-Lock there. A little bit of a flood zone concept there for the Hawks, that far side of the field. All the receivers kind of running in a similar place for their routes. Lockett, the one to settle in while the other receivers run their guys through the zone. Nice play call by Waldron to start this drive out. 5:35 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Lockett, 4 catches, 38 yards in this game. Geno and Pistol. 2 high safety look from the Rams here on 1st down. 2 tight ends. The give is in here to Charbonnet. Charbonnet blasts down, trying to get through the hole. There's a little hole there, but it closed up quickly once he got through it. Be a gain of about 3 yards or so for him. Second down. Oh, they'll give him 4. Give him a healthy 3, a 4. So 2nd down and 6. Charbonnet, 12 carries, 41 yards here. Taking over for Walker, who is out with an oblique injury. Shotgun look here. Rams moving around their defensive front formation. They're looking like they want to bring a blitz, though. Wow. Geno's going to get sacked. That's another play where Geno's got to feel the blitz coming on that play. You've got to feel the blitz if you're Geno there. You got all their guys up around the line of scrimmage, and there doesn't seem to be. Yeah, the whole play just was not working. But like that's where an audible's got to come from the quarterback on that and realizing what he's seeing there, which is holy hell. They're bringing the stack blitz here on this. I've got to change the play out of a play action. They're not playing the run there. It's 3rd and 14. Screen call here to Charbonnet. Charbonnet will fight his way up the field. Not much to be gained there. Hard to get the 3rd and 14 after the sack. It's the 2nd down play there, though, where you've got 7 guys on the line of scrimmage there for the Rams. 6 to 7 guys down there. They're showing you the blitz. They're showing it to you tried and true. And from that quarterback position in Geno there, you've got to go, okay, I've got a play action pass. The play action is going to literally cause me to hold the ball longer than I need to be holding it for the pressure to get in on me. I've got to come out of that play. I can't stay on that play and then on second down. I got to adjust on that. It's one of the markers with Geno this year that's been then the part that he's not been as consistent as he was last year in dealing with and handling the blitz. This punt's going to get sent back by Dixon, and he will be taken down at the 12-yard line. We do have a flag as well. But it's got to be your recognition, because this is 3 weeks in a row we've had teams showing a lot of stack fronts to us, and Geno's struggling at times to deal with those stack fronts. And you can help yourself out a lot there, getting to the call, which gets you the easy check. And maybe the easy check gets you just 3 yards or 4 yards on the play, but it doesn't get you a sack. Got to get out of that bad play call. Got to get out of that bad moment there if you walk up and you can recognize the line of scrimmage like you kind of could there with the Rams and how they're playing it. The Rams did have a holding call in that play, so that will take them half the distance back even further on this drive. Bear with me, please, one moment. Willie Zone, thank you for subscribing to the channel, Willie. I appreciate you for jumping aboard the Hawks Nest. And please, folks, do join Willie. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, get subscribed. We're trying to get past 15,000 subscribers this year. We're right on the mark to hit that. But you can help us get a little bit further, closer to that mark by subbing up today, just like Willie has. Thank you for doing that, Willie. Appreciate you. William Leonard, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, could the new quarterback coach not be that good for Geno? Well, if you are looking at even just a slight regression of Geno this year, and I don't know if we're at that spot where we can say there's been a slight regression, it's possible. It is possible. Certainly the quarterback coach in that position is one place that you would feasibly, I think, look at, William, being that you lost Canales. You have a new guy in there, and you go, okay, with Geno having more to work with this year at times and more able on that, shouldn't you be helping him to get a little bit better than he is? And that's the part, though, that it gets into a bit of the guessing game as to what's going on there with that. Is it that Geno just regressing on his own? Is it the quarterback coach? Is it Waldron's play calling? Is the lack of the pass protection in a lot of these games? It kind of gets hard to kind of dice that up just a little bit there from my perspective of things. But, William, it certainly is possible. All right, the Rams are going to take over from the 4-yard line here. Stafford in a pistol look here. We'll give the ball up the middle. A nice run here for the Rams. 7 yards there. Two minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Seahawks have had 2 stops. To begin things here, Jarek Reed, safety for the Seahawks, is out, so the safety depth gets a little bit more tested here. A little more further. He's out with a knee injury. Stafford again in pistol. It's got to be another running play here. Yeah. You can see that coming a mile away. First down run, 3 yards. They came out with the very same look as the prior look, and they're going right back to it. You knew they were. Clock just goes beneath 2 minutes here. Seahawks up 16-7. Seahawks coming out with a 4-man front there. Interesting. Uh-oh. Trouble. Another nice run there by the Rams. 16-yard run by Royce Freeman, though we do have a flag on the play. Devin Witherspoon's been trying to make his case on a couple of these plays that he's being held out there. Might have finally have gotten through to the officials, and indeed he did. Puka Nuka getting dinged for that. I'm going to guess that was the guy probably blocking on Devin Witherspoon there. Oh, no, he's on Trey Brown. Yeah, you can't do that, Puka. Puka just completely tackled him from his knees. Trey Brown on the play. Yeah, they're gonna tend to call that. Holy hell. Is that what it takes for us to get a holding call? Does it got to be that egregious? So 1st and 17 for the Rams here. Gordo, thank you for the $10 donation, Gordo. Appreciate that $10 dono. It doesn't have anything listed in on your super chat as far as anything you had as far as a question or comment, but thank you for that donation. I appreciate you for doing that. Very kind of you. 1st and 17 for the Rams. They are on the 9-yard line in their own territory here. Stafford in shotgun. Atwell goes in motion prior to the snap. He's going to look out here. He's got a man wide open to Stafford, and he overthrew him. If Stafford completes that, I don't know if that running back isn't still running down the football field. Boy, that is an unusually missed throw there by Stafford. This thing would have gone for maybe a touchdown if he completes this. Julian Love gets sucked inside. Yeah, that's maybe Love will probably be able to track him down eventually after like a 60-yard gain. And you wonder on that with that thumb of Stafford in this game on a couple of these throws where he's usually so very pinpoint, if maybe that thumb isn't make it a little bit dodgy on some of these throws where it can come up on him a little bit. 2nd down and 17 now for the Rams. Stafford looking underneath here. The ball will be tripped through. Boy, Devin Witherspoon almost got himself another pick there. He's had some very close calls to having some more picks in his bag here, and he had another one right there. And he knows I had it. Puka Nuka coming underneath there. Witherspoon playing zone. He didn't really have it in his hands or anything. It would have been, he ain't making that catch, but great job of making the play in coverage. Great ball skills there. Good job in zone by Witherspoon. Showing off the zone acumen there just a little bit. 3rd down and 17. Stafford in shotgun. Seahawks showing a double A-gap pressure look from B-Wags and Brooks. Rams are going to run it, and the Hawks are not going to allow anything to happen with it there. Nice job by Frank Clark there to make a play in the ground game. B-Wags there as well. 4th down, Seahawks defense. 3 possessions for the Rams in the second half. 3 stops. A well-played game from this Seattle Seahawks defense so far today. 48 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter as the clock continues to wind. Bobby shaking his head. No. Not today. And how about Bobby Wagner? 12 straight seasons with 100+ tackles. My man. Here comes the punt by Evans for the Rams. Dallas back to field it with some room to work here. Why is he stepping backwards after receiving it? Okay. And he'll be slung down after a nice little gain of about 7 yards or so. So 1st and 10 for the Hawks. 25 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Gordo, thank you again for that $10 dono, man. Appreciate you. Phoebe Moore Seahawks, thank you for the $2 donation. Says the Niners, Talano Hufunga got carted off the field. Oof. Boy, that's a tough loss for that Niner team, losing Hufunga. He's not maybe one of the 5 best defensive players on that unit, but that is if you have a weakness to that Niner defense, you do look to the secondary. And so having a point that's already a weakness get even further weakened is something that I don't know if that was a place they could really afford as much. I don't think they do have, I think, they did draft a kid out of Penn State, but he's really more of a free safety than a strong safety. Wonder who they're going to have to go to there. Thank you for the note, though, Phoebe Moore Seahawks. Interesting. All right, 1st and 10. Geno in shotgun here now. 3 wide. Charbonnet right beside him. Rams bringing a blitz. This ball's hit up into the air. And a good job by Disley playing cornerback there. Another place here where and Geno's down. Geno is definitely down. Aaron Donald. Jeez, dude. I say for years with this situation with Donald, I've been begging for years for us to double team him. And the team just utterly refuses. And you got Russell broken. And now you might have just gotten Geno Smith broken because you just will refuse to not double team the guy. And Geno's coming out of this game for the moment at least. He's shaking his arm. Drew Lock getting ready to come out. And Geno going to the sideline in frustration immediately there with his right arm. You've got this defensive line set up where Donald's the only guy that can kind of wreck you. And you've got a blitz coming there by the Rams, which is part of what draws them the single block. Then I think you don't have the double that you can provide because you're trying to pick the blitz up late. So it's a good job of the defensive coordinator by the Rams. 2nd down and 10. And this will be a run to Charbonnet for a gain of about 1. Still, though, you go, the guy's now broken your last 2 quarterbacks. Eventually, you might want to get around to trying to do something about it with him. He's moved all over the line, and it's hard. But you watch that play, and you're like, man, single blocked again there with Phil Haynes. Phil Haynes gets whooped off the snap instantaneous. And bam, QB broken. And Smith does not look in good shape at this point. It does not look good. Sanchez, thank you for the donation, says, put Geno in. Well, the Drew Lockites that exist out there, you are going to get, the folks out there that have been calling and hoping for Drew and thinking Drew could be a better option. We will see. We're now going to get a chance to get a pretty clear view of whether or not that's going to be the case here. But that unfortunate play on Geno Smith there, and boy, I hate to see it. I hate to see it with Aaron Donald and tough. Very tough. Thank you, though, Sanchez, for the $2 donation. Hopefully Geno's not too injured. Doesn't look good when the guy goes right to the bench, though, and doesn't even try to flex it off or something. That there's something going wrong, a little bit extra on that at that point. Snail, thank you for the $2 donation. Says Madden took Allen off the cover with last update. The curse is going bad, Snail, when they got to do that. The curse is going mighty sideways when they're having to take you off as the cover athlete. Daniel says Orange Cats are amazing. They are amazing. You are. You're amazing. You're amazing. You are. You. Amazing. You. I know. I'm saying. Are we going to win this game? Yes? I hope that's a yes you just said. Peter Brown, where was he hurt? Right arm, Pete. He went to throw and Donald got right in on the right arm. That looks very closely as the kind of hit that you would have gotten out of a guy like Brock Purdy last year that caused the UCL. So, I hope not. But the speed by which he went over there and sat down has me definitely worried that that's maybe a bit of the case on those kind of throws. Oh, sweetie. All right. So Drew Lock comes out. Tough conditions here for Mr. Lock. 3rd down and 9. Rams got a 4-man front there showing him here. They're going to try to bring it. Drew throws it to no man's land there to JSN on 3rd down. I think he's expecting JSN to get a little bit more into the middle of the field there. So 4th down, we'll get a punt here. Yeah, JSN didn't get his head turned around there. Kind of odd. Why aren't you looking for the ball? Does he just not think he's an option there, Is that what's going down? Here's the bunt by Dixon. This will send the punter to the 19. He'll take it on up here. for a nice return. Boy, Love almost caused a fumble there on that play with the tackle. Good job by Love. All right, so the Rams will take over here down 16-7 at 14 minutes and 44 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Okay. I hear you. I know. Gino coming out of the blue tent. That's a good sign, maybe. He's trying to shake off that arm. First down and 10. Stafford back in shotgun. Looking. A little bit of pressure out his way. There's Spoon out there to wrap up. Oh, he might get a penalty for that. Hopefully not. That was the exact kind of penalty we got penalized early on. The Rams team wants it. But I guess they won't get it on that one. Close on that one. Witherspoon's got to be careful with that tackle because they will call you a penalty for flipping the guy around like that a bit. I guess he didn't fully pile drive him. We got away with one on that one maybe a little bit there. The refs just love the physicality so much they couldn't call it a penalty, but holy hell. He just threw him out of the club on that one, did Witherspoon. Are they going to call the flag on this now? Yeah. I figured it was coming. The suplex, it was a standard variety. That's a garden variety suplex right there that's going to get called. First and 10. Penalties continue to be a bit of an issue here. I know. Rams on the 44-yard line in their own territory. 14:07 to go here in the fourth quarter. Tutu Atwell goes in motion. Fly sweep. They're going to pitch it back. They're going to try to hit this deep. Under a lot of pressure, Stafford gets completely mollywopped, and Tariq Woolen with the interception. Tariq Woolen with a pick. Oh, the ball skills are real. And Stafford got absolutely obliterated on that throw. Don't test me, Tariq says. Don't test me. That's right. Tariq Woolen showing off those ball skills that he had on wide display last year, getting a second interception of the year. He continues to come on so very strong here through this latter part of this schedule. Stafford finally getting up, blood on his elbow, and he got lambasted. Who was it that did it? Mario Edwards Jr. Mario Edwards Jr. came in and laid an absolute clean shot. And good on Mario to find a way to lay a hit on the quarterback like that. When, getting his head down, hitting him in just the right strike point there to where the officials aren't going to call that a, roughing the passer. And it's right as he's throwing. Nothing you can do about that. It's in the act of throwing the ball when he does it there. So you can't say, well, he hit him late. Even with those ticky-tacks where they want to call it a half step after the guy hits it. And then Tariq went running step for step down the football field trying to throw that route. Good job by Tariq staying on in coverage and not taking the bait on the trick play by the Rams because they tried to run the fly sweep to Tutu Atwell, who tries to pitch it back to Stafford. So great job of staying disciplined there by the Seahawks defense. Phoebe Moore Seahawks, thank you for the $2 donation. Says Shardavius Ward for the 49ers, their cornerback is also now hurt. Oh my goodness, feed me. Niners are getting struck a little bit with the injury bug here at this moment, like a little bit like we just were with our quarterback. But thank you. Another important injury update here, because especially with the Niners, we're playing them on Thursday. So what's going on with their guys and these injuries they have? It's going to be a hard, quick turnaround for anybody if you have any kind of injuries in these games on Sunday to go to that Thursday night game. Appreciate you, feed me. Thank you, Barry, for the $10 donation. He says, here's a tenner for Locke's wounded duck down the center of the field. It was a sad little duck. It was a sad little buck. It wanted to fly. It wanted to fly into the JSN hands, and its little wings started to fail on it. It's a little bit. I can't put it all on Locke myself there, Barry. I mean, he did. That's definitely one where JSN get your head around. You're 15 yards into your route and you're not turning your head around. I think if I was to put JSN on the old lie detector device, I think he probably would have told me that, I didn't think he would get to me on that read. I didn't think I would be as part of the read. I'm like the fourth read here. He wouldn't get to me. That's too tough of a throw to try to fit in there. So I think he probably would have told you that he should have just got that head turned around and be looking for it to come in because it's maybe going to come. So, yeah. But we'll see here with Locke. We'll see if Geno comes back out or if he's going to play here. It's going to be very interesting to watch. And I'm interested to see what he does. A lot of people, like I said, I'm not right on everything. I can be wrong on many different items, and people might be right on this, him being a better option, those that do exist out there in the fan base. We'll get a little bit of a clear view on this, I do hope Geno is okay, though. I don't want to see a year ended by him at this point like this. He hasn't played a bad game, but we'll just have to see, I suppose. Thank you, though, Barry, for that $10 donation, all your support as well as a member of the channel, as you are. I appreciate you for that. Ran on the Cut has been a member for 4 months. Says, Reek with the interception. Let's effing go. Let's go, Reek. And Locke is still out on the football field here, 1st and 10. Shotgun, play action pass. Going to throw it out here to Noah Fant. Fant with the catch. Nice creative play design there by Waldron. Smart by Waldron. Get your backup quarterback some easy completions here coming into the game. Cold, not fresh. And Geno's got his arm iced up at this point in time. I sure hope he is okay. That's his throwing arm too. 2nd down and 6. He's got a lot of, he's taking it off. Is he gonna put on the holster? 2nd down and 6. The give is into Charbonnet here. Charbonnet bouncing through the hole. Rams have done a very good job today in the run defense game of things. Charbonnet's gotten loose a couple times, but 14 carries, 45 yards. Walker only 4 carries, 18 yards. They've done a pretty good job here of keeping things closed up very nicely. Third down and 3 here for the Seahawks. 3 wide, 1 tight end. Charbonnet in the backfield. Rams have a 4-man front, but they look like they're showing blitz. They are bringing the blitz. Locke dropping back. He's going to throw this up over the top to JSN, and JSN just can't quite get there to the ball. 4th down and 3. Boy, no easy. You got him throwing a blitz. Seahawks and their ability to deal with the blitz game the past couple of weeks has just been so tough to watch from the plan in place on how they're looking to deal with these blitzes. You've got a team that's going to send 5-6 men. There's got to be an opening there for you to get to quickly as a quarterback. And with both Geno and Drew, the thing we're seeing here is they're not ready for the blitzes to come. And it throws me off because you've been blitzed to death the past 3 weeks, if not the whole season. So at what point or another are we going to start recognizing the fact that teams want to blitz us, and we've got to start finding quick counters to that? But no quick counter there on a 3rd and 3. If they blitz you on a 3rd and 3, that should be them opening the door for you to go get the 3rd down conversion. And instead, it just seems like both offensive line, quarterback, and play caller all along the board there aren't recognizing what's coming. And this was happening with Geno on the literal play that he got injured on. It's a very quick, easy adjustment to be made here. We're getting stacked fronts, and they're bringing those blitzes more often than they're not. How do we adjust on that? Ender, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, that was a dirty hit. Donald wasn't going for the ball. He was trying to hurt Geno by throwing his arms into Geno. I wouldn't put it past Donald. This is a guy that practices choking members of his own team out on the practice field. He's wired with that kind of, psycho vibes kind of energy. So if you were to tell me that that's what he was doing there, I'd say, yeah, that could fit. That could fit the type. That fits the type. That tracks, as they say. And it sucks to see him breaking another one of our quarterbacks. That guy has absolutely... I've seen some players through the years that have taken down our franchises almost single-handedly at times, your Elway types. But this guy's taken it to another level with what he's done to us over 10 years. And we've just never had an answer for him. Think about that. 10 years. Never had an answer for him. Never had any quantifiable way to do anything to even slow him down. It seems like every game he plays against you, in one way or another, he is severely, almost on his own, taking your game plan and ripping it up. And it gets frustrating. It sure does. Megan, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, and with that, Reek makes week 1 a memory. I hope you're right, Megan. I think this is still going to be a close one here. You know they're going to make this interesting down the line and not easy. But I hope you're right. I hope you're right on that. Thank you for the donation. That makes me feel better that you're confident on that, because you're usually the one not as confident. So, okay, I'm gonna ride with your confidence on this one, Megan. Walkabout, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you for doing that. Walkabout, welcome aboard the Hawks Nest, and thank you for coming aboard. Please do join Walkabout if you're not already, and if you haven't, please hit that like button for me, folks. It does help the channel out, helps us grow, helps us get bigger, all that good stuff. It shows up on the algorithms when you hit that like button and sub up, so please do if you haven't already. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you guys on all of the donations. I want to flash this as well. Just below, I will be doing a post-game wrap-up on the Bleacher Report here as soon as this game ends and wraps up. So I'll roll this below on the point that you can see down in the description link section below, or just on the scroller beneath me. You do have to download the app, but we'll be doing a quick half-hour play action pass here for Stafford quickly as they're getting this going now. Stafford's got a man wide open down the field to the 45-yard line. Big play, 20-yard play there for the Rams. Do please click down that link in the below, as we will be wrapping up as soon as the game ends here. I'll be going right over the Bleacher Report there, though we will be doing a post-game discussion here later on this evening on this side of things. Seahawks dropping back in kind of a soft zone there, leaving a lot of hole open there for the receiver, and Stafford hit it. So quickly on the Seahawks side of the football field, 1st and 10. 11:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Stafford will give it into the running back here. Mario Edwards Jr. gets an arm on it, can't bring him down. Eventually, Bobby Wagner helps to bring him down at that point. 11:35 to go here. Stafford, 3 of 6 for 25 yards and an interception when blitzed. 8 of 15 for 77 yards and a touchdown when not blitzed. 2nd down and 6. Play action pass. Stafford, a deep drop. They're going to come back underneath to the screen game here. And this will find some success. 1st down. Stale, thank you for the $2 donation. It says, Locke does have a clean throwing motion. He definitely does have a clean throwing motion. South's got a great release. Locke definitely does, and he throws a really nice ball. I do like him as a player. First down and 10 on the Hawks' 27-yard line. Stafford and pistol look. The give is underneath here to the running back. Running back will get it. Witherspoon there on the tackle. Again, doing a great job on the tackle there. 2nd down. 10:19 to go here in the fourth quarter. Hawks defense is 3 stops to start this second half off. The offense on the other side just has not been able to do much other than get another field goal off here in this third quarter. Ten minutes to go. Stafford under center. 3 wide to the far side of the field. Fake pitch play. Coming back out wide. Darrell Taylor in pursuit. Darrell Taylor gets outran by Matt Stafford to the edge. God, he is garbage. What does he do here? That's a quarterback who's 36 years old outrunning you, and you're supposed to be a twitchy edge? Quick drive here for the Rams. They've gotten right up the football field as the Seahawks defense is just strong day today. When it goes weak, they give up some big plays on this Rams team. They're up the field fast when it does go this way. 2nd down, dropping back to throw. He's got a little screen play set. This is going to be a touchdown. We do have a flag on the play, though, so it looks like we're getting a bit of a hold here from the Rams. Higbee there on Julian Love. All right, 1st and goal, 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Rams will take back over here at the 16-yard line after the penalty. Hawks showing a 4-man front. Jordan Brooks creeping near the line of scrimmage, but he drops out of it. Again, the Seahawks just unwilling in this game to blitz, even though that's the thing that's affected Stafford tremendously. They continue to drop back in the soft zone coverages, and Stafford is finding holes in this zone. It's a lot more of a sliding back at times here into that first game and what you saw in the coverages, where you just stop tightening everything up and you're kind of loosening it up a bit. I don't know if they're just, I don't know what the thought process is here. Is it's not bringing as much success as bringing a little bit of pressure. 2nd and goal. They got almost all those penalty yards back on that reception. From the 5-yard line, 6-yard line is Stafford. 3 wide. Stafford dropping back to throw here. He's going to hit his man. It's going to be pulled out. Nice job by Julian Love there to pull the ball free. Good play and coverage by Julian Love there. 3rd down and goal. Big play here because the Rams are not going to go for 4th down here if you can get a stop on 3rd down. They'll take the field goal and keep themselves within 7 points on this game. Huge, 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 huge play here. They're at the 6-yard line. I don't think running the ball here is really in play. Quick snap by Stafford. He's going to loop this ball up over the top. And we're going to get another penalty marker called on the Seattle Seahawks for an automatic 1st down. It looked like Devin Witherspoon and the Tuka Nuka, their legs just kind of wrapped up. I don't know if I actually saw physicality there through. Let's see how it goes. Initial chuck. Yeah, their legs just got tangled up. It shouldn't have been a call, but with this officiating crew today, we can see that we're not getting those benefits of the doubt. So the amount of calls on us in this game is just absolutely ridiculous. And I get a lot of them are valid and whatnot, but when you have so many that are invalid and don't make sense, and we face this week after week where it's just like, come on. 1st and goal, 8:04 to go. What a huge call there. You got to be sure on a call like that. And they'll get the stop on 1st and goal here. You got to be sure if you're official like that. And the legs get tangled up. And Nuka got too close to someone else on the play with his legs actually got tangled up with. Jeez. Big hit by Jordan Brooks there. 2nd down and goal. Here's the give. 1st touchdown. Rams. Oh, bring it closer on this one. Holy moly. Barry Satoro, thank you for the $10 donation. Says, let's all remember coming into this game, Geno and the Hawks were 6-2 in their last 8 games, and the haters didn't think it was good enough. Indeed. Indeed. Locke's going to need to do something. You folks out here are telling me that Locke is the answer here. The Locke's going to be the guy that just, if he puts it in there, it's Geno holding us back, which Frank Clark got completely spun around there. Didn't even know where the play was on that play. That's hilarious. He's going to need to show me something here if you guys are true on this. I've been pushing on the whole to Barry's point on this of saying I think Geno's the better option. I don't think that Drew's going to be necessarily the better way to go. He's had a couple drives here to start things off. Not done a lot with him to begin things here. So let's see where he goes here now. If he is so much better as so many are thinking, then this is where he's got to show you this. Show me this then. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Barry, for your donations. I do appreciate you on that, man. The amount of flags that we get called on us every week on a weekly basis is absolutely just insane. It's insane how many calls we get. And I mean, they are calling 7 penalties for 72 yards. So it's not like the Rams aren't getting calls. And it isn't like the Rams haven't had some bad calls as well. But, you know, the term let them play comes to mind when I think about this. When you're at 18 penalty calls and you still have 7 minutes and 38 seconds to go, really? Are we at that place that we needed to make that many calls, you know? And boy, you get down to the game, you really want to especially let them play, I would think, as an officiating crew. Like, let this play out. Don't let us be the deciders on it. Play like that. They've called it very, very touchy on the outside. Jonathan Salazar with a $2 donation says, feels like week 1 again. Offense no shows for the second half. Offense is definitely no showed for the most of this half. They've got the 3 points they were able to carve out, but nothing else aside from that. And it has been one of the issues here offensively speaking is the lack of adjustments, the lack of finding that plan B, that plan C over the course of the game. Thank you for that donation. I appreciate you and well said on your part. So Gino remains with ice on his arm. Drew Lock is going to have to get this done on his side of it. I don't think the 2-point lead here is going to be enough, just leaning on that through the fourth quarter. We're going to have to go out there and win this one if we're going to try to take it. Boy, they're really trying to pump the 60 minutes thing, huh? Like, nobody's watching that stuff. Nobody cares. First down and 10 as of 7 minutes and 38 seconds to go. Three tight end look there for the Seahawks. Fake pitch play back to his side. Ball's knocked down by the cornerback. Second down and 10. Hawks offense has lost all of its spirit with Gino out the game. I mean, just second down 10, 7:34 to go in the fourth quarter for the Seahawks. Drew Lock, quick bubble screen out to Jackson Smith and Jigba. That will be swallowed up instantaneously by the Rams defense, which has got a lot of life and ton of energy right now. As they're all over it, feeling good on the back of the momentum here. Third down and 11. Robin Moore, thank you for subscribing to the channel, Robin. Appreciate you jumping aboard the Hawks Nest. Third down and 11. Blitz look from the Rams. Do we have a plan to deal with the blitz on this play? Throwing the ball up over the top to Tyler Lockett. That ball will be intercepted. Offense goes in the tank. It goes in the tank. If you're going to put a 9 route down the field, throw it out in front of the receiver. This quarterback predilection to always putting the ball back on the receiver somehow. I don't get it. Throw it out in front of the damn receiver. And then if you miss deep and it's an incompletion and it's not an interception. Alex, thank you for the $5 donation. Says Seahawks lost as soon as Geno went out. Geno out for the rest of the season. Is he? I hope not. I hope you're not right on that. But it doesn't look good when he's got an ice pack on his arm the size of the iceberg that hit the Titanic. First down and 10. Let's see what the Seahawks defense has in an answer here. Rams driven all the way back to the 21-yard line after the unsportsmanlike conduct here. Stafford, as he's had all day to throw, continues to have all day to throw and laces it on in there to Puka Nuka. The energy of this game has just flipped, completely flipped. The Geno injury has seemingly sent both sides of the football into a bit of a tailspin here. Seahawks again trying to just come with that front four, and it's not working. And Stafford, when he's had just the front four rush to go at and throw back there, has been good today, has been effective today when you've given him that. When you have blitzed him, it's been really nice, and you've been able to really take advantage. Unfortunately, they've just decided, as they tend to often do, that they don't want to blitz. That's just not in our DNA. That's not who we are. First down and 10, already on the Seahawks side of the field after that single throw. Draymond Jones here will get pressure quickly in on the receiver. It would be an incomplete pass for second down and 10. Barry Sotoro, thank you for the $10 donation. Says, and appreciate all your donations today, Barry. Very kind of you. Says, here's another tenner for Locke's sweet pass to the Rams. He does have a hose, Barry. Don't forget, he's got that hose. Barry with a $10 donation says, Locke wearing number 2 seems fitting. Looking fitting today. So far, 3 drives, and he's looked in over his head on all 3 of the drives. Second down and 10. We got a flag. Hawks defender was in the backfield. He's pointing at the offense. No, it was them. Official says, don't you know who we are? Oh, no. False start on the Rams. Second down and 15 on the Coleman Shelton, the guard. 5 minutes and 52 seconds to go here in this football game. Hawks up 16-14. Seahawks with 11 penalties, 125 yards. 9 penalties now, 92 yards for the Rams. So it has been a problem for them too. Second and 15, Stafford and shotgun. He's going to survey the field here. 4-man front from the Hawks. No pressure. And not a great pass there. Looked like a drop pass there. Atwell tried to reel it in, but it wasn't an easy catch there by Stafford. Stafford's had some really nice throws today and some throws that have been just a little bit, like that ball wobbles a little more than you normally, I think, would see from a Stafford. I feel like that thumb has been a little bit impactful in his ability to throw the rock today on some of these throws, because Atwell was open there underneath. All right, 3rd and 15. What does Hurt dial up here now? Does he try to just let Stafford have that time in the pocket with a 4-man front? He is showing a blitz. We've got press coverage on the outside leash. That's how the Hawks are showing it right now. Here we go. Here's the throw. That ball way away. We got another flag. Let's get another flag. What are the officials doing? What are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here? Oh, I got the head. Jeez. All right. Automatic first down. 13th penalty of the day for the Seahawks. 12th penalty, sorry. Oh, man, don't add an extra. All right, 1st and 10. 48-yard line, running play, up the middle, easy gain of 8 yards there. Barry, thank you for all your donations, man. I appreciate for all those donos, man. Duquan Quack with a $5 donation says, man, Locke has a beautiful ball. It's too bad he's thrown to the wrong team. Laughing out loud. Yeah, it's not ideal. It's not great. That is for sure. 2nd down and 1. They'll give them 9 yards on the run as the Rams have now started to slowly but surely get some effectiveness in running the football today. Nice, huge, gaping, monstrous hole for the Rams. 1st down. Appreciate you, Duquan, on the $5 donation. And yeah, not the greatest dots here for Locke. Not the greatest of starts. 1st and 10 for the Rams under center. 3 wide look. The give is going to be an outside zone run to the back. Seahawks trail and track this down here. They will get the stop for a 2 or 3 yard loss. Thank you for all the donations. I appreciate you guys on that. Barry, you're awesome. All those donos. Three minutes and 55 seconds to go. Hawks have all 3 of their timeouts. 2nd down and about 13 here for the Rams. 12. Sorry. Clock's winding down for Stafford. He's going to need to get the clock off, and they call a timeout to the Rams. Second and 12. Stafford and shotgun, 4 wide here. Seattle, 2 high safety look, 4-man front for them. Trusting that vicious pass rush to generate something. Surprisingly, it does not, and instead allows an easy completion for 9 yards up the football field to Puka. Hawks just unbelievably, insanely to me in this point of this game, completely abandoning all potential trying to even blitz or bring pressure fronts here. They're just bringing the 4-man pressure looks. They're dropping their safeties to depth. And they're allowing this Rams team and Stafford to just eat them up underneath of the coverage like they did in the first game. It's kind of wild to watch, as there's no adjustment on either side of the ball here from defense or offense. Things kind of start to slide a bit here. We've got a 3rd down run here where the Hawks look like they have it stopped, but the runner will be able to keep his feet. Hawks unable to tackle him, and he's going to get a 1st down. And now the clock starts to become a point that's important here for the Hawks on their own side of it, even with the lead, as this is going to take the clock down to the 2-minute warning. Sound Guy, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you, Sound Guy, for that. As a reminder, folks, we get down to the final point here, I will be going over the Bleacher Report as soon as the game does end today. Quick handoff underneath for a gain of 5 or 6 yards by the Rams running back, who is starting to put together a very nice day as Royce Freeman against the Seahawks defensive line. That's now 16 carries for 73 yards and a 4.6 yard per carry average versus Zach Charbonnet, who's got 14 carries for 45 yards in this football game. And that will take us down to the 2-minute warning. I will be right back, folks. does so often seem like this year we get so close to clearing up over the hump and finding our footing and getting that spot where you just are going, okay, things are starting to lock in now. It's starting to, roll a little bit, and you feel like you're getting there in this game, and maybe it's starting to come together. And right as we get up into that moment, right as we get to that spot, we just fall completely all the way back to the bottom. It's like that video game where you got the pickaxe and you're trying to pickaxe your way all the way up to the top, and you're just pickaxing, you're going, and you're just bit by bit getting up there, and then you get up that last final spot where it's like, get just a little bit more, and then all the way back down, and you're starting to back over again in the from the energy front of it. It's tough to see because you can see the potential there. You can see what it could round into if they could find it. Some of this is self-inflicted. The coaching staffing with the play call any day has been wild here into especially the second half. And it continues to be a thing I say where when we blitz really well. We're really effective. We're really efficient with it. We just don't want to do it. And we're very, very opposed to doing it. The interception Tariq Woolen got was on a blitz. I don't know why we don't blitz more. I wish to God that the reporters for the Seahawks would ask the coaching staff why they won't blitz more, why they won't even try to blitz more. Why are you so scared to do it when you're so good at it? Second down here for the Rams and 6 yards. Fly sweep out to Puka-Nacua. Puka-Nacua is going to get a first down on this play. The Seahawks defensive side of it, I'd almost just let him score here. At least you leave the time and your timeouts on the clock. This is the worst case scenario because they can just run this clock all the way down to nothing. And the Hawks defense is tapped out here into the second half. They definitely have hit their spot where it's tired out and done. Dunsky. 1 minute and 52 seconds to go. First and goal. Hawks use their first timeout. Barry Satoro, thank you for the $5 donations. Is it time for a blood sacrifice? I'm getting there. I'm about to pull the chicken out of the cage. All right, 1st and 10 from the 7-yard line. Outside run to the running back. Leonard Williams there to swallow it, clog it on up. 2nd down and goal. Hawks will take another timeout here. Appreciate you, Barry, for the $5 dono. Gino is trying to get warmed up over on the sideline here. Stafford's going to go empty on 2nd and goal. Is he going to try to run this? Drops back to throw. And it'll be an incomplete ball. 3rd down and goal. Almost a pick there on a tip. Third down and goal. Rams on the 7-yard line. Stafford. Rams are going to call a timeout. Sean Crooks, LLC. Thank you for the $5 donation, Sean. Says, Seahawks have beat these quarterbacks in 2023. Jared Goff, Andy Dalton, Daniel Jones, Joshua Dobbs, PJ Walker. Not sure they are even good. I think that there's an argument to be made in that stance of things, Sean. I can't push back too much against that thought process. You eventually have got to beat a decent caliber opponent. You can't struggle against a lesser caliber opponent. And this is a lesser caliber opponent. They've got 3 wins on this year. They beat the doors off you in the first game. You're coming into this reasonably healthy. They lose Cooper Kupp here after like halfway into the first quarter or something, and you're not able to take advantage. And I think that you do become eventually, as we get deep into the season, are what they are. I don't think they're a bad team, Sean. I don't think we're a bad team. I know we're not great. We're not struggling this game. We're not maybe into contending state. I don't know whether or not we're good either, though. That is a question at play here. I think we are. Do I know for sure? I don't know. 3rd down and goal. Stafford, shotgun. Receiver goes in motion. It's going to be a bubble screen play here, or a little screen route here to the running back, and he is going to get taken down short of the touchdown. 4th and goal here. So we've got a field goal attempt. Hawks will take their final timeout, which will leave them a minute and about, by the time they get the ball, probably about a minute and 25 seconds or so to work their way up the field for a potential field goal attempt if the Rams kicker can make it here. Short, chip shot field goal. But Sean, I think it's a valid question to ask at this point. You can only play the teams you can play. You can only play the quarterbacks you play. But you can also take away certain conclusions from those quarterbacks and how you play them and the quarterbacks you do struggle against. And the team has had a lot of this time through this year, the benefit of a schedule that's been very advantageous to them. It's not about to switch that way. Here's the field goal attempt for 22 yards by the Rams kicker. To give the Rams the lead, he will send it up and through. So the Rams take the lead 17-16 here with 1:31 to go here in the 4th quarter. But I think it's a very fair way of putting it, Sean. I do. Barry, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, I prefer usage of non-bloodletting dark arts. Well, you'd ideally not like to go to the bloodletting dark arts aspect of things, but sometimes you get driven in that direction by desperation and panic. And, I don't want to say that I'm reaching that spot, but I'm definitely getting very close to it. Very close to it, Barry. Thank you for all your donations tonight. I really do appreciate you for that. Very, very, very much. You guys are very kind as ever on your support of the channel today. Appreciate you guys for that. Very kind as you guys always are, and Barry, you especially, man. So many of the donos you dropped today. Thank you so much, brother. So Gino's got the ice off the arm. He's shaking the arms. It looks like he might be ready to go out there and give this a chance on the final drive. We'll have to see how this goes. We'll have the kickoff here from the Rams. And folks, I will be wrapping up immediately at the end of the game to go on over to the Bleacher Report and do a post-game wrap-up over there. The description's down in the bottom link section below. As you click that, you have to download the app to get access. But I will be doing that immediately as we conclude the game here today. So just want to let you guys know of that as we wrap this on up. So a final drive at play here for the crew. Final drive here at play for the crew. Gino's going to come out onto the football field, valiantly trying to see if he can bring this team back. First down, tight end, running back next to him here. Gino in shotgun. See how the arm looks. Rams showing blitz, drop out of it. Gino dropping back to pass. Hits Tyler Lockett for a first down, completion of 12 yards. Tyler quickly onto his feet here. Gino back in shotgun. 3 wide. Dropping back to pass. Lets it loose out over there to DK and just throws it a little bit past DK's outstretched arm. SAG3, thank you for the $5 donation. Hawks better pay for my medical insurance with how many heart attacks they've given me. They're taking years off our life, slow but surely here, Sag. Thank you for the $5 dono. I feel you, man. I feel you. There's no such thing as an easy win in Seattle, that's for sure. 1:09 to go, 2nd and 10 for Gino here. Again, back in shotgun. Rams showing 3 pass rushers to one side of the football field. They're looking like they're going to maybe bring a blitz here. Gino flips it over. Boy, he could have run with that ball there. He throws it and gets a 1-yard completion, which is just going to eat clock and not get a lot of gained yards. 3rd down. Clock continues to roll. 50 seconds to go here. 3rd down. Gino setting the protections. Rams call a timeout. I guess they called their timeout or something. I'm feeling the hard thing, Sag. It's getting me too. It's getting me too. Come on. Come on, Hawks. 3rd down and 8. 2 down territory. No doubt about that. 42 seconds to go. We got well over 1,200 people in the chat here. Please do hit that like button if you could for me. Thank you, Sag, for that $5 dono, man. What is going on? A lot of talk and discussion by the officials out here. I guess they have the last play under review. Okay. Well, it gives Seattle some time to come up with 2 plays here that might actually work. Boy. Oh, and Cantina the Magician. No need to. Please don't spam the chat, brother. Cantino, please don't spam the chat. All right, Cantino. Last one on that. Please don't spam it. Yeah, that wasn't a smart pass. I would have rather Regina try to even take it with his legs and get 5 or 6 there. Because you weren't going to get anything from the completion. I mean, or even just, yeah. Man, it's a 1 yard difference. Do we really got to turn this play over 50,000 freaking times for the 1 yard of difference? Come on, NFL. Like, don't overthink some of this stuff. Yeah, they're taking a long time, man. You'd think this was like a 50-yard play, game-changing play. Candace, thank you for answering the call and subbing up to the channel. Appreciate you for jumping aboard the Hawks Nest. We're trying to get over 15,000 this year, folks. So if you aren't subbed up, do please get subbed up, as it does help this channel out. We're almost getting real close to reaching our goals here. All right, so the review call on the 1 yard pass is going to stand. So the clock, I do believe, starts to roll the second that the officials blow their whistle. Third down and 8. Gino, 5-man pressure look. Completes it in there to DK Metcalf. First down. First down, Seahawks. What a throw by Gino, and he laces it in there to DK Metcalf. 1st and 10. 25 seconds to go. Gino. The give is inside to Charbonnet. Charbonnet will get himself about a 3-yard gain. Seahawks may just clock it here and try it with Jason Myers at that point. Okay. Okay, Jason, we've leaned on you so very much today. We've asked you to make already 2 50-yarders. We're going to ask you to hit another very long one here, my man. 7 seconds to go. Myers out onto the field goal to try to make the attempt. He is on at the 45-yard line where there's kicking from, so this is going to be a tremendously long kick. Got to snap it. Oh, they're going to ice him. So the Rams are going to try to ice him here. This is going to be a long, long kick. Nothing easy about this one. Myers in pregame warm-up was getting the distance almost at 50. This is going to be right there at 55. Right there at 55. Oh my God. Whew. Heart attack Hawks are here again. 55-yard field goal attempt. This is for game. 8 seconds to go. Dixon looks back at Myers. He's ready to go. The kick is down. The kick is up. The kick is what? Kick is wide. Just barely missed. He almost got it pushed through, just pushed it a little bit to the left. And the Seattle Seahawks will fall in this game by 1 point on a tough turn here at the end. A game they had well within their control throughout this contest in every way. And Geno went out. Drew came in. Offense went dead. And defense started to falter. And McVay continues to absolutely own Coach Carroll in this clash between these teams. And I think our Seahawks are going to look at these 2 losses to this Rams this year and shake their head in retrospect and looking at it. 2 losses you really shouldn't have had. 2 losses that are really going to sting. And it's really hard to find too many excuses other than you just should have had these 2 games against this team. Surprising game for this to turn into a loss. Things just started sideways. And once again, Aaron Donald comes back there, breaks your quarterback as he did with Russell Wilson, and your Hawks don't have any answer for him. This single greatest wrecking force in the NFL on the defensive side of the ball. The Hawks have never been able to find an answer in 10 years for him. Still didn't have an answer for him today as he was able to knock your quarterback out, put your offense into a standstill fashion. It ain't that alone that why you lost this game. But boy, does it not feel like it does loom very large over the top of this game for where we go, for what happened. I thank you for Eric being a member of Hawks Nest for 25 long months as we can't even beat the Rams. Season is a wash. This is an awful loss, tough loss. Nick Logan, Candace, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I'm going to be going over here now to the Bleacher Report. You can click down in the bottom description section of the link below and click over and get into that app, and you can get my post-game reaction breakdown for you at that point. But I do have to bounce over there quickly here. We will be doing a post-game discussion later on this evening for a little bit of time. Until I can get back to you, this is a tough loss, my Seahawks fans. Rough one all the way around. Don't know what else to say other than that. Appreciate you guys watching. Please hit that like button on the way out the door. I will be back in a couple hours to do a post-game discussion. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all those that donated. We'll be back soon here on this side of this, but please, even on a tough loss after this, don't you ever forget. Go Hawks.